Dude, I'm already... It's funny. It's actually funny. I was looking at my Steam. Actually, I need to look at my Steam library, actually. Before, call it. Because I think now, Max, I think, Fighters is now my most played game on my account.
Oh, really?
Oh, it's 2 hours away from TF2. TF2 has been in my most played account on my account for the longest time. And now freaking, like, Fighters is about to beat it. After, like, how many years I've been playing TF2. Life goals. Be as balanced as Thanos. Thanos is perfectly balanced. I don't know what you're talking about. Freaking crazy. Also, I don't know if you realize this, Max, but closing out breakers really doesn't do much. You have to... It's like a forced close. You have to force close it. I don't know why they do this.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm still playing breakers, but it's like I close it, and it's like it's still closing. That's a problem.
That's interesting.
No, like I've closed it in the other way. It's like go through the menu and everything. Whether it be on Steam, through the menus, or force close it, Steam still says like I'm still playing it, and it takes like forever to to close it. Like it basically is stuck there until like I force close my Steam account. I don't know why this game is doing that. Yep, I've done that multiple times and it never closed. It still says I've been playing it. I don't know what this game's problem, but it has a problem. It has a freaking problem. Spoopy. What is your CPU and GPU? 1660 and a Ryzen 9 5000 or something like that. I don't know. What's the Ryzen thing I have? It's a 9X9 or something, 2700, I think. It has multiple cores. It can't handle this game. I just don't know why it's doing that. So nothing modern. It is pretty modern, actually. So Max, when is the next grinding stream?
Grinding for what?
That's true. You've been grinding either one. I don't know.
I've been grinding Overwatch. I've been grinding Valorant. I've been grinding. What I want is rollback, and then I want to grind rollback online.
Well, the question is that are you gonna drop everything, or are you gonna grind fighters only?
I mean, like, I'm gonna grind a ton of. I'm sure I'm gonna play other games too, but I'm definitely gonna focus a lot more on grinders, fighters. After that, I'm grinding fighters at that point.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's a bug issue, D, but it's whatever. Yeah, fighters. Grinder? No, not the app Grinder.
No, I'm not. Grinder sesh on Twitch. I don't know about that.
Oh, you can roleplay it in the D&D session or whatever.
Oh,
Be a bard and then be like, time to seduce this guy into letting me go through. Better than Tinder. Eh. Yeah, I'm waiting for the day when the fighters get rollback, so I can actually try a rollback game. I don't think I've ever tried a rollback game. Rollback is like a newer thing, right?
Yeah, I mean, rollback is like, it is new, but it's also like the thing that a lot of games are striving to have.
Yeah. I can't explain rollback well. Can you explain rollback well?
It has to do with the way that online typically works. So the reason why fighters is kind of in a skeptical state is because you both basically are playing the same you both are playing the same instance of the game, and what happens is they need to make sure that both sides can properly play it with like adequate connection, which is why you have X amount of delay when you play. So like when we're playing Dragon Ball and there's a ping spike, that's why it shoots up to like 19 frames, so that way both sides can accommodate that that ping.
That's peer to peer.
With
Yeah.
yeah, that's the whole peer-to-peer thing. And the way rollback works is instead of you guys like sharing one instance of the game, you're both playing your own. But once something happens, like, basically what happens is the game tries to anticipate what the next like option is. It basically has like multiple options play out, and whichever one is the correct one, it plays that one. So basically, if I'm in a situation and like I have a ton of options, I can like let's just say I vanish out. That's one of the many things. The game has like all these already like preconceived things of what I might do, and if it for some reason it doesn't sync up with me vanishing, it'll roll back to when it does, hence it being called rollback, and then it'll sync up there and then proceed to do like the vanish and all that stuff, which is a lot cleaner than something like waiting for. That's why you get the in fighters, you know, like the please wait, the little like wheel that comes up when the connection's really bad.
Or Smash Ultimate, the kind of thing.
Smash Ultimate. Well, the biggest problem with Smash Ultimate, like, yeah, the online already has a delay, but I think the problem too is that that game already has like 7 frames of. It's like 6 frames of like input delay, as like built into the game as is. So like it's that on top of the online, which is why people say the Smash Online is really bad because you get to feel like both parts of it.
So, small sounds like putting a small band-aid on a chopped head.
I would say that rollback is exponentially better than delay based because like it doesn't sound like it, but if you see games like Melee nowadays, like that's all played with rollback.
Yep.
And like and like that's before you would go on, you'd have a input like buffer, and that input buffer would decide like for 2 different people, like, okay, we have to agree upon this like amount of frames that's gonna take for our options to come out. Whereas now, if you have 2 or maybe 3 frames, that's enough to determine like, all right, that's easy enough for everyone. You can all play. It makes like just gameplay feel very smooth, and like even as someone who's like not super good at Melee, like I can feel the difference from when I'd play Slippy compared to when I would play like the Dolphin net play builds they'd had back in the day. That
it basically constantly fixes an issue, but picking the correct frame rather than correcting the actual frame.
Yeah, I'd say that's kind of like what it is. It picks like the actual what actually is supposed to happen.
I mean, if you want to get the actual, like, basically rollback is a better peer-to-peer because it uses peer-to-peer still. If you want to get the actual like greatest online experience, dedicated servers is basically what it should be.
Yeah, this is as close as it's going to get with peer-to-peer. And the other thing too is that there's actually a small push against rollback, and funnily enough, it comes from the people who have Wi-Fi connections, because people with Wi-Fi connections heavily benefit from having delay based. Because if you have if you're on like a LAN cable, you have a very consistent internet, you know.
Yeah.
So like if you don't have those fluctuations, like you'll kind of feel it, but the other person who's playing on Wi-Fi, they just are playing normally, you know.
Yep. Okay, so they're trying to do what Rocket League does.
Yeah, I mean, it is kind of like Rocket League, and I mean, even some other games like what you'll see a lot, and especially like in games like Call of Duty when there's lag, you'll see people like zip backwards like to where they once were. That's essentially rolling back as well. But that's like really severe lag that causes that usually.
And that only is based on that person's internet, because like Call of Duty, for stuff like Call of Duty, they should have dedicated servers.
Yeah, they have dedicated servers, so it's different for them. That's literally because that person is having such poor connection that it literally has to like move it back.
Exactly. So it doesn't sound that great, but honestly, with online nowadays, it's hard to, one, like, dedicated servers is extremely expensive, and peer-to-peer is like a lot easier for game developers since they don't have to dedicate time for buying servers, kind of thing. So all the moonwalking I did in games is because of this, in a sense.
Yeah, I mean, I would say so. Like, when you've experienced lag, it usually, especially like in certain games, like it does look like it can be like a moonwalk or at least moving backwards. Like
I remember the days when I used to play on my laptop where I get like so laggy that I'm so used to it. Like I kind of
when
miss.
I
I don't know how I survived those days, but my God, that was like those were the days.
It's funny. Like I had when I first ever like got Xbox Live and I would play like Halo 3. Um I did like so like I had my Xbox for a while like at my
Mm-hmm.
grandmother's house and like that's where my
Mm-hmm.
Xbox Live was. And then but the internet was coming from my like uncle's house, which was like behind my grandma's house. So like I'm like taking internet from a different building. Of course, it's going through walls and it's wireless. So that connection was like shit. And so, but I was like, but I'm like, I'm clinging to scraps. I gotta play my game.
I mean, you do what you do back in the old days. I mean, back in my
Yeah.
day, like I literally was trying to play games like GTA 4 on like a very old, like very basic laptop on like medium settings, and it was so freaking laggy. I could barely play it. I never really played online. I think I played like maybe a couple Call of Duty matches, and that's it. Call of Duty, like here's funny thing. I don't buy Call of Duty for multiplayer games anyway. I only play it for like the freaking like the story if they have one. That's why I only buy the game at half off.
That's why I'm saying one of these days we'll have to, do the spec ops,
Yeah, no. Wait, which one again?
the spec ops from like the original Modern Warfare 2. You know.
Oh yeah, no. I'm down, dude. I am down whenever. I mean, we still have to like, what was it? We have like, I want to do like, we still need to do our Dragon Ball advanced runs and all that stuff. What was the other multiplayer?
Legacy of Goku 2. Yeah.
Yeah, I want to see what that is like. Legacy of Goku. Oh, childhood favorite. I had rollback and breakers a couple times, but very rare. Breakers shouldn't have rollback. That's peer to peer still, right? I'm pretty sure it's peer to peer.
Well, I mean, it's peer to peer, but I mean, the rollbacking action, like itself, like there's rollback, and then there's kind of like the moonwalking that like is very similar to kind of like rollback.
Hey, now
So maybe that's what's meant. I don't know.
don't diss on Legacy of Goku 1, dude. That's my childhood right there.
Hey, I never said anything bad about Legacy of Goku.
No, D is caught talk saying it's bad. Dude, Max, you enjoyed at least one of the musics I remember.
Okay, you know what? There's like one song, and I don't even remember which one it was, but I was like, dang, this song is funky as hell, man. It's like, I don't even know what caused it. I just remember I was like, dang, this song goes in.
I mean I beat like here's the funny thing is I was playing Legacy of Goku. I could have done it in one sitting. It's just that Max had to go to bed for the next day.
Yeah.
I was like, it's like, yeah, it's like I'm already at already at the Namek planet, and it was like, wait, what? It was like, yeah, we're already like 2-3 hours in already.
No, okay, my favorite thing was like first because you beat it legit the first time. Like you played it and I say the first time because after you beat it legit, we're just hanging out talking, and you beat the game a second time with the fucking invulnerability code.
I know.
So and I'm like, wait, Nick just beat the game. So you're like, yep, I beat it again. I'm already done.
I mean, yeah, come on, dude. I mean, I know the game. Like, I was playing it legit without the invincibility, and I was also doing all the other side quests. Like, I was doing all that, and then they were just like, yeah, we were just talking for like an hour, and it was like, oh, I'm just to skip through this, skip to YouTube. I find it funny that you were just so surprised how quick I was going.
Yeah, I mean, like, you, me, and Kyle, we're just hanging out talking, and then I was like, wait, what the hell? Like, he's fighting Frieza. This is the end. I was like,
yeah, I'm already there. I mean, Legacy of Goku was its own right is a. It's not the greatest of games. Okay, I will agree with that. It's just I have nostalgia for it. Okay, I'm sorry. It's like one of those games like when you grew up with your childhood that you know it's bad, but it's a guilty pleasure at that point. I don't know if you have one of those, Max.
Uh, I mean, a lot of the games I liked back then were definitely like games that are like, at least today, like to today, still have like a following.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say that of all the games, would probably be Mega Man X4, just because it's memed on because of the cutscenes. But
Mm.
I'd say the gameplay is good. It's just the cutscenes. I mean, if there's like one game, I don't know if people consider it good. I think it's good, and I still think it's good. I'll go to the grave saying it's good. I'm a huge fan for Ape Escape 3.
I actually
I'm
don't
a
know.
hu-
I legit don't know about Ape Escape. I actually don't know
so
how good it
so
is.
Ape Escape 1 is good, in my opinion. Ape Escape 2 is like okay. I don't
Mhm.
think it's bad, but I don't think it's amazing. But Ape Escape 3, that game is fantastic. Like it's just such a fun game. Like also my favorite thing about it, other than the game, is there's a mini game where you play as a monkey named Snake, and you fucking rescue a Solid Snake because it has like the freaking Metal Gear Solid theme song in it. Like, it's just so silly.
I heard Ape Escape. I just don't like. I mean, here's the thing about me when I play like classic games. I sometimes feel like some games are definitely a product of their time, kind of thing. And it
I
sounds like
think
Ape Escape is kind of like that.
Well, see, in my opinion, I mean, I don't know if this is what the game was intended to be made with. I mean, looking back on it, this is what I see it as.
Mm.
I feel like Ape Escape is 100% only made because they wanted to like show what the DualShock controller could do. Because everything you do in that game is about moving the two analog sticks. So like you have like your little like club, you swing it with the analog stick, like in the direction you want to swing it. You have like the net, when you want to catch a monkey, you swing it in the proper direction. Like
That
you have a
is
hula hoop,
weird.
you have a hula hoop, you want to use it, you need to like you spin the like analog stick around, and then you like zoom like really fast. You want to use your glider thing, do the same thing. You spin it around, and like it'll glide for a bit. Like it's simple, but like it's also fun. There's also another Ape Escape game that's incredibly lesser known, but that is one of my favorite games of all time. Ape Escape Pumped and Primed, which I think actually Ubisoft helped made.
Mm.
Like helped make it.
Would you say that's better than X4?
No, I would not.
I haven't gone around to actually test out my PS3 because I think my PS3 should be able to play PS1 games. I've read
Okay,
it online.
I'm pretty sure like a decent amount of them, even like I think there's like a catalog or something like that, like, and they could play from that catalog.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not 100% sure, but I know like I have a PS3 and mine's able to play like Mega Man Legends on it and stuff like that. So I'm like, all right, like it works. I can
I
play.
mean, the worst case scenario is that the PS3 I have is just gonna be playing just only PS3 games, and I have to just get the big fat PS3 because that's the only one that I would play any other
Like the Generation 1 or something like that. Like
generation one,
PS3.
because that's apparently the only hardware in for PlayStation 1, 2, and 3 games. It's
Yeah, I think so.
like I get it that it's gonna cost a lot, but geez, that was like
That was such a good value back then. 3 generations of backwards compatibility.
well, you say back then, but it was like $700, $800 back in the day. That's without inflation.
Hey, you know what? You know what I gotta say to that?
Yeah.
That's like 3 consoles right there. And you look, guess what? You can play all 3 consoles. And it has built-in memory cards. You don't gotta buy a memory card. It's the future.
Oh,
I will say though, the ability to not need to buy a memory card was actually pretty cool.
dude, I remember GameCube and slash Wii in a sense. It's like I played a lot of that, and the fact that I had so many GameCube games that were like 20, 40 blocks, and it was like I was running out of space. I had to keep deleting so many of my stuff just to make it work.
Yeah, and I mean also like there's certain data that you like, they like, no, sorry, you can't copy this data. You can move it, but you can't copy it. and I was
Really?
always bummed because yeah. So like, I remember this specifically. Like
Mm-hmm.
I like went to like my friend's house and I had just gotten to Animal Crossing, and Animal Crossing came with I believe a 26 block memory card,
Yep, that's true.
and
I have that.
so yeah, and so like I bought it and I was like, oh man, I'm excited to try this game, and I left my my memory card at home, and I was like, oh, let's use this one temporarily, and who would know that this memory card and how many blocks is Animal Crossing? Oh, 26 blocks. Okay, this is now my dedicated Animal Crossing memory card. Nothing else will be on it.
I mean, to be fair, it was meant for that, and it also was meant to hold like all the NES games that you would e-reader card or something like them in.
Yeah, and then you like the lottery and stuff like that, which obviously I never won, but I actually replayed the games in because I wanted to be able to play. Hey man, I wanted to play Mario. I wanted to play Zelda.
I don't blame you. There were like a couple of them, I believe, that were never released, if I recall correctly.
Yeah, I remember I did that. My friend action replayed my Sonic Adventure 2 so I could just play Green Hill Zone.
I mean, I have a Shadow PC, now I can actually replay all that. Dude, multiplayer me in Animal Crossing, dude.
1v1 me in Animal Crossing.
Yeah, 1v1 me in Animal Crossing.
1v1 me at the bug catching competition.
I can't, oh man. The only time you can multiplayer that is like through yeah, that's like a New Horizons or New Leaf, really. It's like you can't do that in old Animal Crossing.
Animal Crossing. I think the first one you could do it was like Wild World on the DS. Because because you couldn't do it on the original because you only had the one, you only had the one console. You could like visit the other person's area, but you couldn't like actually visit them while they're playing.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, no, Animal Crossing came a long way, and I'm glad that it did, because Horizons was fun, at least the time when I played it. I mean, probably the pandemic helped a little bit when it was released.
Yeah, I mean, I think so too. I mean, like, one thing I was kind of bummed about when I played, was it New Horizons? Was I was bummed that they used to have like all this Nintendo themed stuff, and it just like wasn't in Horizon.
I think
Like,
they
New
added
Horizon.
that. I think they added it later, if I recall correctly.
Well,
No.
I think yeah, like months later. I think by the time they had added it, I like stopped playing the game. Like it was like after April of like 2020, I like was like, okay, I'm done. Like I've had my fill. I've played this game for a full month, and I think I'm good.
I played it for like, I stopped in like, I think July 2021. Yeah. I played for like over a year at least. And I have not touched it ever since. I mean, I played my fair share of it. I bought it out of whim because like people were playing, like the pandemic happened, we were locked in our rooms, and then freaking like I was jealous of everyone else. I was like, I want to play some more Animal Crossing. Let me play some Animal Crossing. That's what happened. I want the pandemic to end. I want to actually start being less like I want to be like less thinking about like COVID and everything now.
Yeah, well, I mean, like it's now at the point where it's not fully over, but it's definitely like it seems like it's mildly on the back burner. Like it's there, but it's not fully there.
Yeah, that's the thing. Is it's like gotta be careful still. I don't want to get sick. I've gone 2 years without getting sick, and I have so many close calls.
Well, let me tell you what, I got it twice in 1 year, so
I don't want to be.
I've got a solid record.
I don't want to end up being a Max.
The fuck is that supposed to be?
No, don't worry. It just means that I'm better than you.
This guy.
I haven't got COVID yet. I'm glad you haven't too. It's one of those like I do.
Must be nice.
Dude, I got like my dad had COVID when he was coming back from his business trip, and I was just like, "Oh my god, if you have COVID," and I'm just trying to get over, like trying to avoid it. That's gonna suck. I was even like maskless around him for a little bit, and it was just like I just got extremely lucky with that. We are built different. I mean, I don't disagree with that. Yeah, I'm built better.
He's just better, he said.
Oh yeah, I mean, you just got to do better.
When does Dead Space come out? Is that like next year?
No, actually, I think this.
Or is that like end of the year? It's like
Actually,
Christmas time.
I actually don't remember. I honestly, I have all the Dead Space games. Dead Space release date for the remake. It says 2023. January 2023.
I think Callisto Protocol is the one I'm thinking of that comes out in
Yeah, it's coming out
December.
this year. Yeah. Are you a fan of
What
Dead
a
Space?
I love Dead Space. Let me phrase that. I love Dead Space 1 and 2. And then there's also a third one.
I mean, the third one had a lot of EA meddling, that's for sure. I like the attempt that okay, I will agree with one of the videos. I like the concepts and everything. The story is definitely the weaker out of them all. Ignoring the gameplay for one thing. But I did like the concepts of like the co-op buddies and stuff like that. I mean, co-op does ruin a little bit the horror aspect.
Yeah, I think
But
co-op and horror just definitely
they're not. Yeah.
it takes it away, and which sucks because I would love to have a good co-op horror experience, but it's really not the same when you have someone you can like fall back on, you know.
Or make
When
jokes.
it's just if you're cracking jokes with your boy or your friend, you know, it's not gonna hit the same.
Yeah, no, it doesn't. That's one thing why Dead Space 3 fell. But I will say yeah.
No, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah, I was like saying like I did like Dead Space's 3's like atmosphere, its environments, all its concepts.
Oh
like,
yeah,
I thoroughly enjoyed it.
The only thing from that game that I remember I did really like is you know how they had those little like it was almost like dungeons that you could go into, like little rooms that would take you underground. You go through this little it's like little bunkers almost, and they just like have their own enemies. And a lot of them are optional, I'm pretty sure. There's all optional, but you get like extra stuff for doing it.
Yeah, side quests and stuff like that too, yeah.
Yeah, it was basically like side quests, but they were usually little bunkers. There's one where if you're playing as the second player, the other dude,
I saw that.
You just see things, but the first player doesn't see them.
Yeah, no, I straight up love that concept.
And like I think that would have been really cool to explore further than just like that. I think it clearly is a thing that's there, but it's only explored once or twice throughout the whole game. It doesn't really go further beyond that.
No, I agree with that. Like I only like keep in mind I only watched all of Dead Space 1, 2, and 3. I never actually played it. Still not a horror guy, so there's that. But I will play. Yeah. I'm willing to play Dead Space 3 with a co-op buddy at some point, or heck, if I can figure out a way to get the Dead Space 2 connect to a Dead Space 2 server, because I'm pretty sure there's probably a community that has the servers up.
Oh, for the online, that's right. They had online for that game. I forget. Yeah. I tried it one time. I swear I was in a game. I loaded in. I played for about 1.5 minutes, and then I ejected the disc and did not play ever again.
I should drag you into a Dead Space 2 multiplayer if I can find one. Okay, it's an interesting concept. I can see why they never brought it back, but it was an attempt, is what I would say.
That was definitely an attempt.
But No, Dead Space 3 was definitely a game that I would very much say like it fell short on a lot of ways, but it had a lot of like potential. It's just obviously a lot of corporate meddling happened.
Yeah.
So I that's my 2 cents about it. I actually looking at the Dead Space 1 remake, it actually looks really, really dedicated to it. It looks really good.
Yeah. Have
And
you ever played are you a fan of stupid games, Nick?
depends on the stupid.
Have you ever played Earth Defense Force?
Oh my god, dude. Chris has been trying to get me into playing that. I actually was gonna buy 4, but I forgot to buy it on the sale.
Because it was on sale recently and I bought 5.
Which one should I get? 4 or 5? Because I heard 4 is a lot better.
I mean, I don't know which one's better. All I'm gonna say is that 5 has a 94% on Steam. It's very positive.
Yeah, I mean,
And not saying one's better than the other. I'm not saying that, but I am a big fan of just shooting dumb ants with big guns that you shoot one bullet and it nukes the whole town you're in.
oh my god, yeah, no, that sounds funny. I mean, I could try it and see how it is. I played for about 3 minutes, then asked for a refund. Oof.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
I mean,
That's how those games be. That's why you get them on a nice, really cheap sale.
I mean, usually for me, it's like even if a game I don't like, I don't usually ask for a refund because most of the time I forget.
Sometimes what'll happen is I'll get a game and I'm like, I don't know if I'm gonna like this game, but I don't play it for 3 months until by the time I do, I'm like, I don't like this game. It's only too for me to get my refund though.
Yeah, no. I buy so many games. I can't say like you asked this regret a game, and the only game I can think of in recent times that I regret ever buying and playing, because like there's stupid games that I really would just honestly just play, but I go out and have some fun with it, because like Aliens Colonial Marines, you know that one, right, Max?
Yeah, that was on the 360 back in the day, wasn't it?
Yeah. It's considered one of the worst games.
It was
of
the
all
one
time.
that was it really that considered that bad? Oh my god.
Oh, have you not seen much of it?
So I've never played that. I played the one that came before it, the Alien vs Predator game. I played that one.
Oh, okay.
I never played that. I've never played that one, and is that game on Steam? Like the
Aliens Colonial Marines? Yes,
Yeah.
it is. And
Colonial.
I would only say buy it when you have when it's a sale, dude. Don't ever buy it when it's full price.
59% positive. I mean, that's still pretty impressive. I'm not gonna lie. If it's
Okay.
considered a terrible game and it's 59%.
Okay, the controversy with it is that it basically was proven that it was forged trailers to make it look better than it should have been. The story is nothing to write home about. The animations are stiff, and the gameplay is like you're very like it's like Call of Duty, but at the basic level. There's nothing horrific about it. Like it's so basic, but it has co-op. So it's one of those games that you could just make fun of it all the time and just play it. Superman 64, yes, I subjugated myself to it, but I subjugated myself to it, so I can't exactly say I regret it fully. I mean, I regret it still because it's a terrible game. I still don't know what game I would fully regret ever purchasing and just wish I could get an immediate refund. I don't know what game would that be. What game would you say yours be, Max?
For a refund?
Or like what's the most game that you ever regretted ever purchasing?
I mean, like I have a recent. I don't know if it's like the most, but I do have a recent one that I'm not super into. That I did. But I say recent. It's already been like a year since its release. Okay, 2 that I'm looking at my Steam library. I found 2.
Oh yeah.
One of them being Back for Blood. I couldn't get into the game.
Oh,
Not because
dude.
there's anything wrong with the game. It's just, dude, I don't know. There's something about Left 4 Dead that this game did not give me. And
Oh
like I'm
no.
like I love Left 4 Dead 2. That is one of I think I put Left 4 Dead 2 in my top 5 favorite games like of all time. I love that game.
I played that all the way with a couple friends, and I think we were in a consensus about the same thing. I think it's because it doesn't have any flair for it. Like it doesn't have.
It doesn't
any-
feel unique. It just kind of
Yeah.
feels like. I mean, like the other thing too is like I love the characters in Left 4 Dead. Like all the characters are great. Like even Rochelle, who I find annoying, it's like she says some funny things every now and again. But like I don't know, I didn't really like any of the characters. They never really felt like they like bounced off each other. You know.
They're all
Um,
generic. It's like it has the generic feel, not the
Yeah.
great. I got Battlefield 2042 for free, and I shall still regret it. Okay,
That was the other one. That was the second one I was gonna say.
I mean, okay, I heard Battlefield 2042 is better now. I heard, but
I heard it's still not good, but it's better.
I mean, I
Whatever that means.
yeah, no, I mean, I bought it too. I still will probably still play it, even though it's not as great. Halo, I don't regret buying or getting.
Okay. I thought you were about to say you regret buying Halo, and I was just gonna leave this call right now.
No.
We have nothing left to say to each other if that's the case.
Yeah. No.
Halo's a fantastic game.
Okay,
Sorry.
no.
They're all good.
Halo 5 is the only one that would be like
Halo 5.
considered.
If you said Halo 5, and I would be like, okay. Halo 4 is at least like somewhat fun at points. Halo 5 though is just like bad.
I got that for
Just-
free, so I can't really exactly complain. I also
Okay,
wanted to beat
you're
it.
past.
I mean, I also wanted to beat it before Halo Infinite, just in case I can know the story, what's going on. Spoiler alert: didn't really need to beat Halo 5.
Halo 5, the fact that you could just skip Halo 5 is ridiculous.
Okay, like the
Um,
only thing that you would need to know from it is a bit of a spoilers, but like at this point, I think it's all over the internet. Is that Cortana turned against you and left?
Cortana goes rogue.
Yeah, Cortana goes rogue. Everyone is in running away on the the Infinite ship is what you are on from Halo 4, and that's basically it. Everything else from Halo 5 you do not need to know, and that's what's stupid. But I still
Let's
enjoyed
see.
Halo Infinite. Okay, that one I will at least defend a little bit on, but it feels too empty.
I'm just trying to look at games that I remember enjoying. Have you ever played Ghost Runner?
No, I never did.
That game it's not for everyone, but I really liked it. I thought I had a good time playing it.
Is that on Steam?
Yeah, I mean it's on Steam. It's probably also on Xbox. It's like an indie game.
Ghost.
Uh,
Oh, Ghost Runner. Yeah. What? Didn't you give me this one for free?
probably.
I know. I didn't buy it, but I know I have it.
Oh wait, is that DLC? Oh my gosh, I didn't realize. Good for them.
No, it looked interesting. I've seen some people play it, and it was just like it looked interesting. There's that.
So I bought this game way back when it came out. Not this. I'm talking about a different one now. I bought this one game that everybody says is one of the best games that they've played of like the year when it came out,
Mm-hmm.
and I bought it, and I just never played it,
Which one?
and Hades.
I have it on my Steam Deck. I've been using my Steam Deck to play that game, and I've been.
Everybody tells me it's so good and it's like one of the best roguelikes ever, and I've had it and I've never touched it.
Good night, D. I hope you sleep well at 9:15 in the morning.
AM.
I know. Take it easy, dude. Sleep well. Thanks for joining.
I'm so bad at not playing games. Like I have
Oh my god, don't you get on me on that one.
No, no. Okay. Let's see. I gotta check right now. Okay, so let me see all
Thanks.
these games I haven't played.
Oh, you want me to fight you on the most unplayed games?
I have Atelier, Rise of 1 and 2. I've got what else we got? Borderlands 3. Never played that. It's
Oh
here.
man,
Uh,
dude, I'll play with you in Borderlands 3 if you want to play. If you want to get through that game.
I'd have to. That game's a fucking 120 gigs, man. That's an investment. It's awful.
This is why,
It's huge.
dude. This is why I buy games that are that size usually on consoles nowadays. Because like freaking they're so big. But if I want to play with
That
people, I
thing-
have to buy it on Steam, and I have it on
It's
Steam.
disgusting how huge it is.
I know it
So, like-
is. I have it still downloaded because I'm still trying to beat the campaign.
Let's see what else is there. There's DNF Duel. That game is really cool. I actually would like to try playing
don't know that
DNF Duel again.
Oh, I know.
DNF Duel. It's an Arc System game, but it's like if Fighters was easier.
Oh, okay. I do know that Crypt of the Necrodancer was a game that I bought. I have like 2 versions of it, one on Switch, one on Steam, and I even have like the DLC for Switch. And it's like, I heard this is a really good game. I still haven't played it.
I have Xenoverse 2. I have Kakarot.
I still need to finish Kakarot. It's on my Xbox.
Yeah, Kakarot. I'd probably have to restart since I'm pretty sure I lost all my save data.
Dude.
Which
Dude,
is funny because I'm pretty sure I got the I got like the collector's or deluxe edition or some shit.
Oh,
So I
yeah.
have all the DLC, and surprisingly, they're still pumping out DLC for this game.
Yeah, no.
They recently are like, oh yo, season 2 is here. We got Bardock DLC coming.
Oh no.
I'm like, what the heck?
That's just the least of your worries, dude. Apparently, Kakarot is getting the Xenoverse 2 treatment. They're gonna pump out DLC out the wazoo for that one.
That makes me kind of happy, but also I feel like Kakarot is like it's pretty fun. I don't think it's that bad.
It's fun. I mean,
I think it's kind of simple, but it's kind of fun.
Yeah, no, I definitely say it looks fun. I've played a little bit. I'm playing as Piccolo, and that's how early I am. Like at the beginning, I haven't even fought Raditz yet.
Oh man,
I haven't.
hasn't even fought Red.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know about you. I used to be really into Gears of War. Like
Oh my God.
Gears of War 2 and Gears of War 3. I put so many hours
Dude,
into.
okay, here's the legit thing. Here's actually a funny story. As a kid, I legit did not like Gears of War, mainly because of just how much blood splattering you could see on the screen.
Yeah, I totally get that.
Yeah, like,
it's excessive.
Yeah, I hated that. But when I actually saw actual YouTube playthroughs of 1, 2, and 3, I appreciate it a lot more. Heck, I played 1 and both on the original and remake on PC, and I enjoyed it. What I wish I could play is 2 and 3 with more co-op buddies, but that's only on consoles, so that sucks.
Yeah.
Let's see. I know I have a bit of Tom Clancy's Splinter Cells, like Blacklist and Conviction. I never played those. Oh, I just bought Spec Ops: The Line a long time ago, and I just have not played it. I heard it. I know it's really good because I heard the story is pretty good, but gameplay is still nothing right home about. I have all the Sonic games that on Steam, and I've only played, I think only,
See,
Generations.
I'm really bummed. I've never finished Generations because I would get far and then I would just stop playing.
I've only played the first level.
Because the thing about like Sonic Generations is like way back when I first started playing on PC, I had this like old Dell XPS PC. That's what I would play on. It had like, it was basically similar in power to like a freaking Xbox 360.
Jesus,
really? Yeah, but it was maybe a little bit stronger. This is before like the next gen consoles were really out though, so it was alright for the time. And I remember like playing on it, and I got like kind of far, and I was like, oh, I'll play again later. Like, and then I just never played, and then I got a new computer but like my save data never carried over because I didn't have the cloud yet.
Yeah,
And I didn't like back up my save data. So I'm like, okay. And so I played it. I got back to like where I was, maybe like one level further, and then stopped playing. And then I just like tried to play it again, like on my old computer before everything started going to shit. But for whatever reason, it wouldn't sense my controller, so I couldn't use my controller. And I'm like, well, this is an issue. I'm like, I'm not gonna play. I'm sorry, I'm not gonna play Sonic with keyboard and mouse. That is not how this is meant to be played. That would be like doing something crazy. Like, I don't know. Like, imagine if someone would do something like, I don't know, play Master Chief Collection with a DualSense controller. But I mean, who would do that either? But like,
who in their right sane minds would ever taint
right, exactly,
Master Chief's boots with freaking PlayStation?
I don't know, man. I don't know. But yeah, but I mean, like, there's a lot of games I still need to like keep trying out. Like, let me see. What other games have I not really sunk time into?
I have like a lot of PlayStation 3 games that I have never sunk time into. I know that.
I remember I wanted to try Tekken 7. I got it from Humble Bundle, and I never played it.
Really?
And at this point, now there's going to be a new Tekken, so I'm just not going to play this game until the next game.
I mean,
there's going to be a Tekken 8.
I know, there's Tekken 8, but you never know when it's coming.
I'll just wait.
you just wait.
Yeah, I'll wait. There's a game that a lot of people really liked, and I hate to say that I really hated. Have you ever played Warhammer Vermintide?
No, I never played that one.
So like, it was described to me as like Left 4 Dead, but you have swords and you're killing like big rats, basically.
Wow.
And I was just not into it. I was like, this game is just not fun to me. And like, I don't know, like, not to say the game is bad. To me, I wasn't into it. I mean, I still need to play every goddamn Yakuza game under the sun. I have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like a dragon. This is
one of the reasons why I have not gotten it, because I know
I have every single one. I think actually maybe I don't have 6, but I mean 6 I can get for like $20 on PlayStation. Yeah. 6 I can like it's I have like almost every single game. Have yet to play. Like I've played 0 a little bit on my old computer, so I don't have any of my save data. So I would just restart at this point. That's gonna be like a whole year time investment. I'm just gonna play through all the Yakuza games.
Oh, no other games, no fighters, no anything, just Yakuza.
Sorry, it's just Yakuza from now.
And then when you come back after that year, you're literally just gonna be like shirtless, tattooed.
Yeah, I'm gonna have all the Yakuza tattoos. Hit you with the dame 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 dame.
You're gonna sing that so often in like I think is it like a dragon? No, it's not like a dragon.
Well, I mean they have it in Yakuza 0. I think the Yakuza 0 one is the version that everyone the meme came from.
Yeah, no, they yeah, you're just gonna be like everything in like Yakuza 0 is just gonna get like be exactly the main character. Or just do that guy with the eye patch and him doing karaoke where he dances and sings. I forget what that song is.
I know there's like the It's Friday Night like dancing thing with like the disco area.
I keep seeing that on my Twitter feed all the time.
Every time I see It's Friday, it's like I see like the It's Friday Night thing.
Because like somebody I follow always retweets it. I think.
I mean,
let's see. I have some Final Fantasy games I have not played. I think I have Final Fantasy 11. I have not played. And
I have a horrible confession to make. As a massive Final Fantasy fan, I have only finished ever 2 Final Fantasy games.
Which two? That's specifically.
And I'm gonna tell you right now, 7's not one of them.
Oh no! I mean, you were playing the remake for a little bit. Hi, Luigi.
I was. I really like the remake, and I think I'm gonna get back into playing it because I got a little bit farther because I got it on PC also, and I was playing it on that, and I kind of got sidetracked.
Did I tell you what happened to me buying the remake?
Well, no.
Okay, so basically what was going on was so it was on sale digitally on the PlayStation because I have PlayStation 5.
Mhm.
And I was just like, you know what, I should consider getting this. And I was just sitting on the screen and I was just like, should I or should I not? And then it's like my roommates called me to do something. Like I had to get up and put my controller on my bed. So it's like, okay, I'll go up, and I left it on the literally on the confirm purchase screen, right? I come back and I absentmindedly just sat on my controller and I just confirm bought.
And you bought.
I bought it with Hot Wheels Unleashed, and it was just like, well, I guess I made my decision for me. I have Final Fantasy 7. I bought it. But yeah, that's one game I need to play. I have the original, and it was just like the only reason why I'm like hesitant on buying it is just because it's like it is in 3 parts. Rebirth is still have yet to come out, and the 3rd part is gonna take a while coming out and all that stuff. Happy Halloween, Luigi. I hope you're having a good Halloween. Oh yeah, happy Halloween, Max, and happy Halloween, Justin.
Oh shoot, spooky day.
Are you going out to drink?
No, I will be sitting at home.
Do you not celebrate Halloween that much anymore?
Well, I mean, it's a Monday, so I mean, nobody wants to. We already had our Halloween festivities yesterday, actually.
Oh yeah, no, I
So,
mean that's like
Technically Saturday.
I think that's a lot of people nowadays where they don't want to have on Monday. They either do the Halloween today, either partying or doing a little bit of trick or treating, or trick or treating's tomorrow. I guess no, actually, I think trick or treating is always like whenever. Yeah, it's ridiculous. I find that funny though. I miss the days when I can actually go trick or treating and get like all the stupid amount of candies.
Just do it. Just show it to people's homes and say, "Give me candy."
Give me candy. Oh, you know what set of games I have not played is a bunch of the Humongous Entertainment games, as well as like the Walking Dead games. I have all of them, and have
Which ones are the Humongous Entertainment games?
Putt Putt, all of them, all the Putt Putt games.
Putt Putt. Okay.
Pajama
okay.
Sam.
Okay, I remember Pajama Sam from back in the day.
I played 3 of them, but I could not play 4 until I realized that so Digits found the
Putt Putt was the car, right?
Yeah, Putt Putt's car.
Putt Putt was the car?
Yeah.
Okay, I remember the car then too.
Yeah. So here's the funny thing. I couldn't play 4 because apparently it's bugged, but the only way to get bypass it, which is apparently a thing now with many of these old games, is that you need to have a CD drive connected, and then it works.
Wait, what?
So like I'm pretty sure this is how it is.
Even for like the digital versions on Steam and stuff?
Yeah. So like the reason why some of the digital versions can work without a CD is because they made a program that acts as a virtual CD-ROM, I guess, in your computer. But because Pajama Sam 4 is bugged, it fails that. I mean, this is the same thing. Do you know the game's Clue Finders, by the way?
I think were those the ones that were like for different, it's like different grades, I think.
Yes.
I think so. Then I totally remember these games. Wait, hold on. Wait, before you say that.
Oh my god, Max! I'm so.
Oh, that's it. That is the fucking game right there. Okay.
Dude, Max, I can geek out with you on this.
Dude, I remember the fucking 6th grade game.
Dude, I played the 3rd grade
I remember 3rd grade. I remember 4th grade. Oh, that was the Egyptian one.
That was so hilarious. Yeah, no, it was. I
remember 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th. I think were the ones
I have the digital. So I have the digital ROMs of those original Clue Finder games, right? Because they're like, yeah. But I could not run them. Like I legit like a friend of mine gave it to me, and she could run them on her laptop. but on my PC I could not figure it out. And then when Kyle said, "Oh, just put your CD, plug in a CD drive," because because PCs nowadays don't really have a CD drive, but you can buy external CD drives, right?
You're right. I don't have one.
Yeah, yeah. So I have an external CD drive. I plug it in, and I thought like, okay, maybe this will work on the clue finders, and lo and behold, it does. Because like my theory is that the ROMs have a setting in them because they're designed to be played through CD-ROMs. They have to do a check flag for them. If that check flag is never there, it stays soft locked and stuck. It cannot run. So it's like you need that flag to go, and then you can start like actually doing all the stuff. It's amazing to think that just plugging in a CD drive into your computer play some of these games. Dude, I've been on the mission to try to play these clue finder games at some point. I've been wanting to play like, I know I only played third grade and like one that when they went to like some alien planet.
I really wish I still had my copy of I don't, maybe I can find the disc somewhere. Maybe I still have it. My disc of Sonic CD for PC, the original one.
Oh.
Because I remember like when I was younger, we got this like it was like a 3-pack, so it had like Sonic CD for one disc, like Sonic and Knuckles on another, and then Sonic 3 on like another disc. And it was just like, I remember just be like, oh my god, I got three different games, even though one of the games is basically half of the game, and the other one's the other half of the game.
That's funny. Yeah, no, it's okay, here's a weird thing to say. I honestly miss the old days of having like a CD drives in your computers and hearing that CD spin. Like yeah, like I don't know. I know that it's a lot worse back in the day when it was like it takes so long, but when you actually hear those CDs, it just feels nice. It's here's nice. I think maybe that's one of the reasons why there's like physical CD games. It's just like you can hear sometimes it just spins like. Though went by Wii. One of the reasons why I was hesitant with my Wii or like GameCube is it's like when it skips.
Yeah, you hear the like. It's like, oh no.
Dude. I think it was Brawl. Dude, that Brawl when it keeps constantly skipping.
Yeah, just hear it. It's like, oh no.
Oh.
My game.
It sounds like it's gonna literally break or something like that. It was scary. Brawl was a game that I appreciate for sure.
Nothing was worse than trying to sneakily play some Brawl at night, and then you click on the thing and it hits you with the loudest noise you've ever heard from the Wii menu. That even at low volume, just may as well have put your TV at max volume and alerted everyone that you were trying to play this game.
What about your Wiimote? Remember those?
Oh my god! You pick a character that's like the most bit crushed audio ever.
Okay, to be fair, as a kid, that sounded like amazing. As a kid.
Oh yeah, of course.
As a kid, that bit crust was like my thing. Like I played Snake a lot in that, and it was like every time I hear like it's showtime.
Yeah, like, it's showtime.
Yeah, no, I listened to them again with Carl a bit ago, and it was just like, huh, this is not as clear as I remember it to be.
Like, I'm having conflicted thoughts about this.
I mean, come on, you would agree that they were pretty good back in the day.
Oh, I mean, at the time, of course. I mean, I loved that at the time.
All right.
But now I'm a disgruntled old man who hates it. Not allowed to enjoy any kind of joy.
You're only aren't you 27?
26.
God, frick! Keep forgetting that you're you're younger than me. I'm freaking 27 here, dude.
Look at this old man.
You sound older
Basically, he's basically decaying.
dude, you sound older than me. Mister, I played, back in my old days, I played Melee a lot.
Back in my day, we had to lug our CRT screens to our local venue.
Great, y'all so young. I know, dude. I don't want to hear it. Hey, I mean, you got to enjoy some. Okay, like here's the thing. If I was older, I would have enjoyed a little bit more games, like the N64 and more kind of thing. I was born literally when the N64 was around, and all that.
Yeah, I mean, like, N64, like, I mean, my N64 that I had was, like, a hand-me-down one. Because, like, every time my uncle got, like, a new console, he just immediately did not care about the old one. So, like, I inherited, like, a Sega Genesis, a Super Nintendo, and a Nintendo 64. And so I was able to play, like basically all the Sonic games, because we had, like, 1, 2, and 3. I had, like, this one Ninja Turtles game. I had freaking Sonic Spinball. Wow.
Dude, I wish I had hand-me-downs. Honestly, I wish I did. Because none of my family members were that big into games. Sure, we had like a couple cousins who were, but not that big compared to my brother and I. We were the only ones in our extended family, basically, that would get the latest, at least try to get the latest Nintendo console.
Yeah,
I was so sad.
I loved Nintendo, and the thing is, like, my brother, like, he likes Nintendo, but my brother was like, no, we're getting a PlayStation. So I was always sad because, you know, I missed out on games like Sunshine, which honestly, I think Sunshine I'm not super into nowadays, but like,
yeah,
at the time I was like, I want to play Sunshine, I want to play Melee, I want to play Kirby Air Ride.
Okay, like, well, how about this, Max? If you had a chance to go back and pick, like, out of the 3 consoles, which would you pick as your childhood console from then on?
Childhood? Okay, I will say, like, all my friends had GameCubes. I only had one friend who had an Xbox. And I eventually found Halo, so I think I would honestly stick with the fact that I had a PS2.
Okay.
Even though it was sad, PS2 still had some good stuff. Like, one of my favorite games that I love was on the PS2.
Like, here's the thing. Like, I had a family friend who played Xbox. They didn't play PlayStation. I didn't know anybody who had PlayStation for the longest time. And
that's interesting, because for me it was like the opposite. I didn't know anyone who had an Xbox.
Oh no, it's like I legit, like, I honestly say, Max, you're one of the few few first friends I actually knew who actually had a PlayStation before. Like, I barely know people who have PlayStation nowadays. It's like that's how weird it is, kind of feeling.
My favorite thing too is, like, I got a GameCube really late. So what's funny is the day after I got my GameCube, I had I didn't have an internet presence. I didn't go on the internet very often. So the day after I got my GameCube, my friend, who had very much would spend like all this, like, a bunch of time on the internet, was like, yo, they just announced this new thing called the Nintendo Revolution. I'm like, what the hell? I just got the new console. I just got this console, and now there's a new one. It's like, oh yeah, and it's gonna be able to play GameCube games. I was like, why did I buy this then?
I remember this story. It was some of the funniest things you were mentioning.
I was sad, man.
Hi James, I hope you're doing well. Let's see. I'm doing well, Luigi. Yeah, doing well. My childhood console was the N64 and GNC. See, my childhood console was actually a bit weird. I got, like, according to my brother, we got a hand-me-down for, like, NES games, and that's what I played. I skipped the SNES era, the N64 era, I went straight to GameCube. So my childhood console was NES and GameCube, but I'm pretty sure if I had a choice, honestly, I might have considered just playing, getting Xbox, because not only was I watching a bunch of YouTubers back when, like early 2010 YouTubers was playing a lot of Xbox games and PlayStation, but more Xbox. But freaking, like, a lot of people I knew had Xbox consoles, so it was just like, I would probably pick Xbox a lot more. But then again, I knew some people who had, like, GameCube and Wii. So there was like that. I had a 64, a GameCube, 2 Wiis, a 360, a PSP, PS2, PS3, and I also had an analog stick Frogger game. Nice. But I did grow up with SNES too. It's hard to say for me. I was at 3 Game Boy SPs. Jesus. Yeah, I don't know. I would definitely not be a PlayStation kid. That's for sure.
I think there's a lot of good exclusives on PlayStation. The problem though is that the things that were popular back then have literally little to no presence now. Like the big things back then were like Ratchet and Clank, Jack and Daxter,
Uncharted for a little bit.
Well, I mean, Uncharted wasn't even until PS3.
Yeah,
so
that's
like
true.
for PS2, like you only had those 2 games. You had Sly Cooper also.
It was about
and
melee combat.
And like I honestly can't think of much else that like that was truly exclusive for that console.
Twisted Metal, I think.
I don't know how big the Twisted Metal game was back then, though. Like,
it had a
PS2,
modern one, that's for sure.
Yeah. Well, didn't they make one on the PS3 also? I think they made one on the PS3.
Yeah. That's.
And I don't think it did well.
Hold on, let me look at this. PlayStation exclusives. I want to actually look at which ones I happened. I know that I remember the time when God of War was PlayStation.
Oh God, yeah, I mean, yeah, God of War in general was PS2. I think the first 2 were. I think PS3.
Yeah. I mean, do you remember the do you remember the Battle Royale, the one that was on the PlayStation 3 that tried to make a Smash was
PlayStation All Stars Battle Royale? Yeah,
I have that actually. It's fun.
Okay, I remember I played. Okay. A game I do love, which I did play back in the day because it's fantastic. Katamari Damacy. I love this game.
Dude. Metal Gear Solid. Yeah, that was also on PlayStation. And
Metal Gear Solid, yeah. Kingdom
Hearts.
Hearts. Kingdom Hearts was exclusive back in the day.
Yeah, and Silent Hill too as well.
Yeah.
Resident Evil was, I think, at the time. No. They ported a bunch of them, but I think Resident Evil started on the PlayStation, I believe.
They had a Shadow of the Colossus on PS2. Final Fantasy. I mean, there was a lot of stuff that was exclusive to like.
Yeah, but now they're like non-exclusives, and a lot of the old ones are forgotten, as you mentioned. Yeah.
Like the things that were truly there. Like, when was the last time we got a even a Metal Gear Solid game? We had that. What was it? Metal Gear Survive? No.
Dude, join me in that. Join me in that, dude. I have it. I brought 2 friends along with me. Join me. I'm just gonna peer pressuring Max into so many things. I grew up with
what is Metal Gear Solid Legacy?
Oh, that's
just a video. It's just a video. Okay.
No. Metal Gear Solid Legacy Collection is like literally like as many Metal Gear Solids onto like one PS3 disc, and then Metal Gear Solid 4.
Oh no, I was asking because on Steam there's something called Metal Gear Solid Legacy. It looks like just a video. It's like a video.
Probably, yeah. I grew up with Sega, Genesis, N64, GameCube, PS2, and Xbox. Twisted Metal was huge. Yeah, that was back in the day. Twisted Metal 2 was your favorite. Okay. Also, Happy Halloween, you guys.
Okay, so Metal Gear. Okay, so here's the thing. Metal Gear Survive is $6. And I still don't want to buy it.
What if I gift it to you?
If you gift it to me, I'm not turning it down. But I mean, I don't know, man. That's all I'm. Do the servers even up? This game's got a fucking 54 on Metacritic. Like,
yes, it is. I mean, Void Lord James is playing it. I've been trying to get through the tutorial, but freaking like it's difficult for one section. I've been trying to play it so I can get past the stupid tutorial. Let's see. What other... Gran Turismo was also exclusive, and it's coming back. Crash Bandicoot was also another one that was exclusive.
Yeah, well, Crash Bandicoot I think only had like 1 game, but I mean, I heard it was a pretty decent game. I never really owned it. I think it was like
Crash Bandicoot had
Wrath of
3
Cortex,
games.
I think.
Yeah, Crash Bandicoot.
No, I'm talking about like PS2 though. For, like,
PS2.
Yeah,
I thought it
I was thinking PS2 era. Sorry.
Oh, PS2 era. Let me look at that.
But I mean, Crash Bandicoot did have a game. I mean, it had the kart games too.
True.
Yeah, I mean, it had a couple. It had like the kart games. It had
Oh, Dragon Quest was also on the PS2 for a little bit. Oh, Klonoa.
Yeah.
Klonoa was
Klonoa, yeah.
it just
I never
released.
really played Klonoa, so I mean,
It's
I don't
released.
know much
It was
about it.
it was released on Steam and Switch, so there's that.
Oh, maybe I'll play it.
I know that. Yeah, there's that. Yakuza 2, Jack 3, Ratchet and Clank. I was gonna say Skies of Arcadia, but that's a Sega Saturn one. I defend that one as like it was definitely a fun game. That was a gem I played. I appreciate it. Oh, Okami used to started on the PlayStation 2. Right, it did. Persona games 3 and 4.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Was 4 also on there?
Yeah, 3 and 4 were on PlayStation 2, and the definitive edition of 3 is exclusive to PlayStation 2 because apparently Portable is the one being ported to Switch, and that doesn't have the definitive edition at specs. Metal Gear Solid Snake Eater. That one's been remade to 3DS, and apparently it's being remade. Apparently, according to rumors. I see it. Oh, Devil.
I just want to be able to play those games like in a more modern setting.
Yeah, Mass Effect was on 360 and PS3, but I think
PS3.
yeah, because like Xbox 360 dominated that era in terms of big games. We did sell well, but it was like 360 was like the talked about console. PlayStation 3 was a secondary console almost because of just like of its prices and exclusive. Working on a Mass Effect collection, that's true. Yeah, honestly, I think that actually, I don't know if you agree with me, Max, but that era, Xbox 360 and PS3 was definitely the peak of gaming of like all consoles because they were head to head with not only just games but selling of consoles as well.
It was super close. I mean, like the Wii was going in terms of like how it actually. I think wasn't the Wii like the most sold home console for a while?
It was at the time, yeah. Well, it's not
Yeah,
overall, but at the time of that period,
at the
it was
time,
definitely
yeah.
And yeah, like Wii was its big console, but the only thing that held it back was its obviously graphics and processing power. So that's why Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3 took that.
And you couldn't play DVDs on it.
Yeah, that's true. And was it PlayStation 3 only played Blu-rays or Xbox 360 could too?
I don't know. I think Xbox 360 actually could.
I'm not 100% certain.
I'm not 100% sure on that. But
let me look that.
Maybe because the thing I find interesting is that the Xbox One, it like wouldn't play Blu-rays unless you like if you put in a Blu-ray, it would like install an app to be able to play Blu-ray.
Okay, so it's confirmed that they had to have an add-on for Xbox 360 to play Blu-rays and DVDs. Oh no, just Blu-rays. So basically, yeah, PlayStation 3 had one up on Blu-rays because all of its discs were Blu-rays.
Yeah.
So yeah, the PlayStation 3 exclusives, it had that, but Xbox had like the main console for a lot of people playing for like Call of Duty and other the big games, like even Halo. I think it's like one of its flagships. It came out in 2007. I think Xbox 360 came out when? 2005 or 2006?
I think. Maybe 2005. Maybe I don't know. I think it might be a little bit back, like 2000.
Yeah,
like
2005.
early 2006.
No,
or
2005.
Okay.
November 2022, 2005. Oh my god, that thing is gonna be 17 years old soon.
Yeah, like I remember it came out like a long time before anything else, but then I remember like it didn't really have games for a while. Like it wasn't really a needed console.
Yeah.
Until like Halo, around like Halo, I feel is more like when people were like, okay, this console's worth getting.
Oh yeah, for sure. Heck,
like Halo, Call of Duty 4 around that time, you know.
They even had like yeah, it's slow start, I would agree, but they had Gears of War, they had like so many other stuff. Even after all the Red Ring of Death, they experimented with like Kinect and other stuff. Like 360 was definitely an era of like not only experimentation, but they had like almost a lot of things held on that market that no one would be deterred for them. Like it was a console to fight with. So honestly,
Because I remember my
Yeah.
first ever experience playing. What was it? Like Xbox 360. Is I think I was playing. I played Ghost Recon, like
Oh, right.
the old one, and I was just like, I couldn't. I was like, oh, I don't really like this. This isn't that fun. And so like, I think that just skewed my my vision of Xbox until I played Halo, and I was like, okay, never mind. This is pretty good.
Dude, Xbox Ghost Recon Future Soldier is something I was like interested in as a when I was younger, but after looking at it, it was like, man, it had potential, but man, it hit low. Sony tried to get into motion control. Yes, they did because of the Wii. Sony was like playing catch up in certain ways because they were trying to experiment like the both Xbox and the Wii at the same time. They had like motion control and like try to do the camera thing because like Xbox had Kinect, which was big at the time.
Is it the PlayStation Move? Is that what they call it? Like that?
Yeah, the PlayStation Move because like, it had like the stuff for the Wii, but they had also camera systems like the Kinect and stuff like that. Like they tried to do the Kinect, which it actually back in the day hit hard in the gaming market, even though most of its games suck. But they tried to do Wii peripherals, and it was just like, man, they tried. They tried, but yeah, Sony was definitely playing catch up. Nintendo had the market of unique console, and it was cheap and appealing, and every grandma and retirement home had that console basically.
Mm-hmm.
Freaking like Wii Sports and everything. Also Wii Resort too. Freaking like I remember playing the crap out of those simple games. That was just definitely an era. Was really really fun. But yeah, it was like 2016 when the 360 models were discontinued. Wait, 2016? That was 6 years ago. Really? Oh man, that means that
You don't think about that. Don't think about that.
No, I'm just saying like the Xbox One era only had like 5 years. The Xbox 360 had like 10 years on it.
Yeah, well, I mean that's the thing. I feel like that era was like it started 2013, I think.
I mean that's with the Wii U, because of the Wii
Yeah.
U and everything. But
Mhm.
yeah, I mean that depends on when you want to say the eras of them. But yeah, the Wii U era was weird. But yeah, the 360, 360, PS3, and the Wii era was definitely the era of like peak gaming of any whatever console you get. As long as the game's good, it's like it sells well, no matter what. Let me just look at that. What was the comparison sales? Oh yeah, we only had 2 versions: the regular Wii and then the red Wii. Everything else had like 3 versions.
I think the red Wii just like bundled with like Mario Brothers.
Yeah. It's a tiny
It
one.
was just like it was like their later Wii, like almost like mini Wii.
And, it was
And then
not,
didn't that one wasn't backwards compatible? I don't
yeah, no,
think.
that was not backwards compatible. That was only for a cheaper one.
Yeah,
Um,
I would not have been a fan of that one.
no, I wouldn't. Xbox 360 sold 84 million, PS3 sold 87.4 million, and Wii just flat out sold 101.63 million in total. I mean, the PlayStation 3 caught up after they fixed their made slim editions and also fixed their pricing. Oh yeah, the PS Vita was during that time too. That was a good handheld, but man, they marketed it so poorly.
Yeah, I think it was just poorly marketed. There is a game like from the PlayStation Vita that has like a cult following.
Persona 4 Golden. I'm just kidding.
No, so there's a game that has like a cult following. People love it. Like people who love it say that it's one of the best games ever. And like I played the PlayStation 4 port of it. So
Which one is it? Oh no, that's the
uh,
gravity. It's the gravity thing,
yeah,
right?
Gravity Rush.
I actually have it because it's a
Um,
hard game to get on PlayStation 4 apparently.
is it really? You just download it.
Dude. Oh yeah, well, physically, I have the physical. Dude, I had to buy
Oh, physically.
$70 at GameStop, and apparently it's hard to come by.
Yeah. So like, I remember I played Gravity Rush, and like that game, like I said, people who like that game will tell you it's like one of the best games ever made. And I played it, and I thought I was having one of the worst experiences in my life. Because all I felt like I did was I would switch gravity and then like kick, like do this like diving kick because it's like really strong and it just seems like the most optimal thing to do. And I'd like win everything fast, but I just wasn't having fun. And I'm just like, well, like what else do I do? I'm like, yeah, I can like pick stuff up and throw it, but like it doesn't do as much damage if I can play the game this way, and it's just better and easier. And I'm like, this isn't fun. Like I don't know. Like I figured like the way I figured out to kind of play the game just wasn't fun. And I was like, I can try playing other things, but then it feels weaker, like it's harder. But like, why make it harder on myself if I can play on the hardest difficulty, do things easier this way? I'm like, okay.
I still refuse to believe the Xbox One generation is almost 10 years old. Yeah, no. Wait, Blaze, when did you do Conker's Bad Fur Day? You did the original remake. I did the original. All of it's all on YouTube except for the very first part because I feel like I don't think I've saved that one. So that whole playthrough is incomplete from here on out. But you can watch the rest of it because I played that during the pandemic era. Oh my god, OnLive was during this generation. Oh my god, I remember that. Have you ever heard of OnLive, Max?
OnLive?
So it's like the cloud gaming service, just like what's a good cloud gaming service? Oh, it's like you know the cloud gaming services that going on right now, like the Stadia or like freaking Luna for Amazon, right? Yeah, it's like Luna that's currently going because Stadia is now officially canceled.
Yeah, Stadia's like done.
Yeah, and so many developers got dropped the ball on that, but basically, yeah. So, OnLive was a company that gave one free game on their service, cloud gaming service, and at the time I didn't have that great of a PC, so I got on that console. Saints Row the Third, and I freaking played the heck out of that with a friend, even like with Sean as well. Like we played that so much. It was such a fun experience. And then when they closed it, I couldn't play Saints Row the Third anymore because like I didn't have a great PC until I asked my parents to get me a good gaming PC for university. And now I can play Saints Row the Third. Saints Row the Third is legit one of those games that I have on my Steam that has a very, very special place in my heart because of just how much I had to go through to not only play the game and beat the game, but just the process of just getting it as well.
I used to love Saints Row the Third. I thought that game was so much fun.
I still consider it best. I say Saints Row the Fourth has the best gameplay, quality of life stuff, but Saints Row the Third has like the best overall arcing like ideas and story.
I think Saints Row the Third was just like I think the thing too with like Saints like because Saints Row 4 is when they give you like powers and stuff, but like my big problem was like with Saints Row 4 because you had powers you could just run super fast and so you didn't really need cars.
Yeah,
so
no,
like,
that's the
so
problem.
it invalidated cars.
It invalidated a lot of things about it, and you could just the map it felt pretty small once you got a lot of powers.
Mm-hmm.
But I still say, I mean, I know it's because it was originally a DLC, and then the THQ before they went under was like the boss was like, I love it so much, I'm gonna fully fledged build this, make you play a actual fully fledged game. It was like, all right, but its gameplay is so much better than like its quality of life stuff is so much better than Saints Row the Third. But I still appreciate Saints Row the Third. I'm so sad that Saints Row, the recent reboot, it's did so poorly.
Yeah, I heard it did not do well, which is kind of a bummer because I used to really like Saints Row.
Maybe when it gets on really on sale, Max, we can pull it up and see how bad it is. Compare it later on down the road.
Hmm.
I mean, it's gonna go on sale for like what, $10 at some point with all the DLC.
Oh wait, I'm actually curious. I don't know if you ever played like Resident Evil, like The Village,
No,
but I
I've seen it.
think I think they have a DLC coming soon.
Yeah, they do. They do have it, and it's the third person. Ethan is one thing, and his daughter Rose is gonna close any plot holes or whatever in the game.
Yeah. Oh shoot! It came out 3 days ago.
It did?
Came out on the 28th. It just. What the hell?
Well, happy Halloween then, Max.
Oh man, I know what I want to play now.
Are you gonna stream it?
I mean, I feel like that was like one of the first games I ever streamed.
Really? Was it
Yeah.
before we met?
I definitely like played it. I think like around when I met you guys, maybe slightly before.
Oh, then that
You
means
know
like,
what? You know what it was? It was probably just before I met you guys.
yeah, because I don't ever remember you ever streaming
Because
that.
I feel like it had to have been just before, because the game came out like what, last year in like May.
Mm-hmm.
No, the thing is, I think I knew you, but I don't think like we like really talked. You know, I would just pop in your chat. It was,
Yeah,
like, it was
not
different.
yet. Yeah,
Yeah.
slightly different.
So like, but yeah, I'm hyped for that. I'm also like, I'm interested in Bayonetta, but I also never finished 2, so I need to finish 2 before I play 3. So I'm kind of.
I have not even finished 1.
What was that?
I've
The
been,
last. Okay, I will say the last fight of Bayonetta 1 is incredible.
I mean, okay, here's the thing. I have legit now in my collection 1, 2, and now 3. The problem is, I have not even finished 1. I probably played like an hour of that and I stopped. So likely I'm gonna have to stream that in order to continue playing that. Cause freaking like I dropped that hard. Like extra hard.
One is good, and then like the second game is like it's better because it just has a lot of like quality of life stuff that allows you to like move a little bit more fluidly and stuff like that.
No, I heard really good things about it and all that.
Yeah. I never finished it, so I mean I don't know if the story is altogether better, but I mean I've liked the little bit I've played.
I mean I've heard good things. Here's the funny thing, I have not finished many platinum games. Like would you consider Okami part of platinum? Because they're part, like, some of the people went to Clover Studios and stuff.
I'd say it's maybe reminiscent of platinum. I don't know if I would call it platinum though.
Let's see. What platinum games are there? I don't want to spoil it. No worries.
I think the last platinum game I played. Wait, is Nier a platinum game? Nier Automata?
Yes.
I think it is.
Let me see. Also, if you want 3 Skull, you're gonna have to you're gonna have to give me your address because I freaking have the collector's one. Let me look at the games. Let's see. Mad World. Oh, that was on the Wii. That was your first game, really? Bayonetta, Vanquished, Metal Gear Revengeance. I've seen that one. Wonderful 101. I have that one. I'm pretty sure I do.
I need to play Metal Gear Rising Revengeance. So I have it in my library, and it's. I hear it's a really good game, even if it's not like a Metal Gear kind of game.
It's the rare exception for a Metal Gear game that is actually treated as a Metal Gear game, even though it's different. I honestly enjoyed it. I think it was definitely more appreciated now. I'm not gonna play it until freaking like I play through a lot of Metal Gear games with digits later. Also, there's a freaking company that's called Dude Maker. What? Oh yeah, Nier Automata was developed by Platinum. Astral Train, Babylon's Fall. That one I wanted to try to get before they destroyed it, but again later. Yeah, I own Star Fox Zero. I'm pretty sure. I own Nier Automata now. My brother gave me his Astral Chain. Wonderful 101 remastered. I'm pretty sure I have. Bayonetta 3, 2, and 1 I have. Transformers Devastation I have. Oh, I want to play that one. Transformers games I've enjoyed. I want to play more Transformers games. I've enjoyed War for Cybertron. That was one of my definitely favorites back in the day.
I think I remember playing like one Transformers game.
Which one? There's like a couple. There's
Let me
good ones.
look it up. Okay, wait. Transform. It was definitely 360.
That might be War for Cybertron or Fall for Cybertron.
I think it was War for Cybertron.
That one was actually really good. That was a really good attempt.
It was like the 3-player co-op. I don't know if they were both 3-player co-op, but I think.
Fall for Cybertron was not. I think that's War for Cybertron. Yeah, I think it was War for Cybertron.
Let me see. Transformers.
It sucks that I got War for Cybertron and then they decided to close the multiplayer stuff, and I was like, gosh darn it, I missed my opportunity.
Yeah, it was War for Cyber. I remember this because you could like. I remember just like being able to like play like online, and then you'd like be like shooting someone. You just like turn to a plane, just like fly away, and just like that. Like turn to a car and like zoom away from you to like get to cover something like that.
Dude, it's fun. Cool. It's funny that you can actually get War for Cybertron on like Amazon and stuff still, and it still works. Their keys still work on Steam. I legit got it, and it was like, oh man, this is so cool.
Is it? Can you get it on Steam? But it's just that the what's it called?
It's
the
delisted.
Servers aren't up. Oh, it's delisted.
Yeah. So well, okay. Here's the thing. It's delisted, but if you go on Amazon, it's like $10, $15, I believe, and you can just like easily get it, and it still works on Steam. That's how I did it.
There was this one called Flock, I think.
Oh yeah, and there are people who are launching the servers for that. So it's in the works. Also, I don't know what that game Flock is.
Alright, let me see. I don't know if that's a game. Flock.
I want Bayo, but I want Pokemon more. I mean, Pokemon's coming out soon, so there's that.
Okay, wait. Is it on Steam? Can I find it? Okay, so the thing is that there were two different games. There's two different games called Flock. Like there's an original one. I think what happened is there was like a video about this. I remember somebody found out a way to like get like free games on Steam or something using Flock.
Oh no.
So like, and like they made like a video and they used Flock as the example. And so like you would get like, and so like we're gonna do this with like a very cheap game like Flock, and then basically like you'd get like a new serial code and you would like send that to someone else, and then they like refund the game, but then they would like buy it, like they would like use the refund to get like a new serial code. It was like something weird like that. I was I want to see if I can find the video. Hold on.
Oh, Kraid, funny enough, when you say Twisted Metal 2, funny enough, literally today is the 26th anniversary for Twisted Metal 2.
Right now?
Yeah.
Today?
Game Awards just tweeted out saying 26 years ago, Twisted Metal 2 is 26 years old today. Kraid, how does that make you feel?
I'll send you this video so you can see it later. But it's like this guy talking about how like he would like buy a game and then like refund it or something, and then like he'd get like a new like serial code that was different than the last one. And so he would like activate that serial code and get like a free version of that game on Steam.
That's actually funny. Exactly what Skull said. Oh my god, that's funny. That's actually legit funny. Not like I would like to do that though.
Oh no, I'm not saying I would. I just think it's really funny.
No, I find it funny. I definitely find it funny. Dude, back in the old days of like Steam, when I got on Steam went into 2011 because that's when Portal 2 came out. I can look at all my transactions for that. Yeah, because I got like a gift purchase, but I'm pretty sure Portal 2 was my first one, wasn't it? No, it was not. Oh. It's funny. Apparently my first ever purchase in a sense was gifted from a friend to me. And that was Call of Duty Modern Warfare, Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare. That was my first ever Steam game back in 2011.
The first paid game I think that I ever got on Steam was Left 4 Dead 2. And it's because I got Left 4 Dead 2 for free because it was like one Christmas where they just like gave it to everyone.
Oh, I never did that.
Yeah, so they just like gave it to anyone.
I got a free Portal 2 from someone because they got a PS3 version and they just gave it to me to play co-op. If you go to South Korea, will you stream? Probably not. I usually not to do that. I don't know. Here's my weird thing about like blogging while live streaming it. One, there are privacy for people don't want to be like seen on camera. The other thing is it's just weird holding a camera and talking while trying to eat or something. Like people just I don't know. It's weird. I don't know. That's just my two takes. It's like I'd rather not. I might vlog it, but probably not stream it. Max, you gotta vlog your California trips.
What do you mean? That's just I live here.
Every time
I vlog?
Every time you drive out to go.
Every time I go touch grass.
Exactly, dude. Exactly. Every time you touch grass, you gotta stream it. Like go to like a concert or something, like one of those like festivals. You gotta stream it all.
I mean, there are people who do that.
I'm not surprised in this life.
I remember like when I went to Hidden Clouds. I mean, I definitely saw some people who were like there. What do you call it? Doing like they have like the whole like setup like a backpack and everything.
Yeah, not surprised there. Vlogging, it would be top tier. Max has to vlog his Hawaii trip whenever he goes there.
I would definitely do. I don't know about like a full vlog, but I would definitely probably post something, or at least go live for a couple minutes. Like, hey, yo.
But the Hawaii has like terrible reception, as we learned from Andre and Biz.
I'll die over there. I'll be dying on the side of the road. I'll stream my final moments. I swear I will die on camera.
And then Andre
I'm waiting. You can hear like the freaking like ambulance in the background. Like it's like, don't worry, guys. I'm gonna make it.
We're gonna make it, and Andre would be like walking 5 minutes away and be like, "Max, I got you." Dude, you have to come up to Washington at some point, dude. I wanna actually see you in person.
I definitely do. That's something I've definitely got to do.
Yeah, I want to see you in person, dude. Like, it's been long enough.
For sure. I mean, like, yeah. I mean, it's taking less time for some other people. I feel like I definitely, especially for like you and Brian, for like. I mean, you guys were literally the first people I had met in this whole group.
No, yeah, for sure. Me, Biz, and Matt were just fighting Janemba. That is still gonna be one of my cherished memories for sure. That happened.
Oh, young Nick, back in the ripe young age of 26, remembering that. It
Was it 20? Was it 26? No, 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 no. It can't be.
was 1 year ago.
Was it 1 year ago?
Yes, it was a year. It's been. I just subbed to you for 16 months. What do you mean it's been a year?
Come on. I thought it was
It's been a
2020.
year.
I thought it was 2020, dude.
It was not 2020.
Okay, I'm sorry. Like, well, there's a lot of things. I feel like I've known you all, like all of you guys, for longer, and this would be like freaking like reality check. Literally, be like, dang, we've only known each other for like a year or a little bit over a year. Freaking Kraid, like Kraid and I, with Matt, Kraid, our literal 1 year anniversary for actually meeting up is coming in a couple days. Like, our not 1 year, like 2 year anniversary. The day I raided Matt was the day that I met Matt and Kraid for the very first time, and they were just freaking like playing Coliseum. Or Matt was. Night night, James. Again, like it is one of those weird, like, I don't know. It definitely feels weird that I felt like I've known you longer, Max. It really does. I don't know if you feel the same. I might be alone on this.
Oh, I mean, I don't know.
You don't.
I have no thoughts. Head empty.
Head empty, no thoughts. Thoughts empty you are. It's crazy, it's fast time. I've been on longer than 10 months Twitch. I mean, it literally goes by when you first followed or when you last followed. Because if you unfollowed and followed, then it won't record it well. Oh yeah, Biz so freaking here is like, be like, oh my god, I've known. It's funny how Biz, I would never have met you if you weren't in that raid with Andre and Paris. That was definitely a interesting year for sure. Like, times move fast, and I don't like it at times.
Dude, I still think my favorite thing is that, like, when I had met you guys, like, I still hardly had used Twitch. Like, I didn't really use Twitch very often. I was bored that night. I'm like, oh man, like, I don't want to watch YouTube. I want to see something different. I want to see people play Dragon Ball. And then, like, I was originally gonna look for like super high level play, but then I was like, oh wait, they're doing a raid battle. I like raid battles, and so I was watching, and I was like, it's like, oh man, like they're getting there, but they're not fully getting there. I gotta point them in the right direction.
That was literally a business stream. It really
And then I had told you guys to do something, but you didn't do exactly what I said. But what you did worked better than what I said. So I didn't say anything. I'm like, all right, they're fine.
And we managed to win that at the very end. Yeah, no, that was that was a late night, Biz. That was like, okay, that was like
4 a.m. my time.
Oh, dude, that was 4 a.m. my time. Like, and
Yeah, it was
Biz,
4 a.m. our time.
yeah, Biz was like in Hawaii then too.
Yeah, so that was like 1 a.m. his time.
Yeah, Twitch, because yeah, dude, yeah, we met up at lunch yesterday. Yeah, Biz, we met up at lunch yesterday. That was actually legit nice, just hanging out and chit chatting. Honestly, I wouldn't mind that. I don't know what would we do if you were to come up here, Max. I'm trying to think what would we do. I'll dedicate a whole day just hanging out with you, dude. Because like you are far away.
I mean, I'd be definitely be down to do something.
Korean.
I mean, the thing is, if I came, I would definitely just be like, all right, like I'd be coming up for like at least a weekend and be like, all right.
Mm-hmm. Where are you gonna be sleeping though? That's the issue.
I don't know. I'll get a hotel.
Nah, sleep on Biz's couch.
I'll sleep in this car.
Korean barbecue experience with my first sojo. All right.
It makes. Oh, dude, you know what? I'll do it.
Okay.
I'll do it.
Okay. If it I'll
I
drink.
don't. I
I'll.
don't. The
I'll.
thing is, I've been starting. I've been wanting to eat meat again because I'm gonna do it. I'm down. I'm
Okay.
down.
I will. Okay. If Max comes up, we have Korean barbecue. I'll buy one sojo. One sojo.
Sojo.
One.
I love how inexperienced you are that it came out as sojo.
One soju for myself for to drink.
One soju. He needs like two.
Soju.
Like,
No, I can't go that hard.
isn't that the whole point? We're gonna figure out your limit. You get two.
Well, no. If I'm gonna figure out my limit, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna be like asking Biz for his place for the time being.
You start with one, but realistically, you'll get whatever. Let's be real here. Whatever you don't drink, I'm gonna finish it for you.
What would you do if you Craig and I came over? Hang out as well. Korean barbecue. Same thing. Sojo it up.
Sojo.
do
I
it soon
love it.
while I'm job hunting. Yeah, no. It if you didn't know, Max, Biz is currently unemployed at the moment. He's job
Yeah,
hunting.
I saw his post, and I mean, I saw it happen. That sucks that it
Yeah.
happened.
I mean, to be fair, the company's
I
not
don't
that
know.
great.
Okay, well, I mean, I don't know the whole thing, and I don't know if he wants that on display right now, so I'm keeping.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying too much outside of what he wants to say, but all I will say is that he and I were not honestly not surprised. Is all. It was Korean food. Yeah, no,
Dude.
Korean food is
Korean barbecue just it hits different. Like I remember a while back, my friends and I we just we went to like an H Mart and just got a ton of like meat,
mm-hmm.
and then like we just we just cooked it up, and like it was like a bunch of us, probably like 8 or 9 of us, and we spent like $120 on food. But
Dude.
like but the thing is, realistically, like for like 8 or 9 people, that's less than we would have spent if we went to like a Korean barbecue place.
Dude. I went with Paranga Ninja to a great like Korean barbecue place. Like, oh my god. I didn't even try the actual barbecue, but my god, they had so much servings. I could not even eat that much. I need to bring like a legit group to just like eat all the meat there. It's expensive, but again, that's Korean barbecue. Oh, why does Korean barbecue have to be so good yet so darn expensive?
That's why you get your own meats.
Can you bring your own meats? I actually don't know.
No, well, I'm just saying. I mean, if you have a barbecue, you just get your own meats. You throw it on a barbecue. That's it.
That's true. But at the same
That's
time,
what we did. It was good.
I mean, you could do that, but it's like you have to marinate the meat and you have to figure out the good sauce and everything.
That's why you pick up all the stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, everyone got laid off where I was this biz, yeah, because that's the trick of it. Yeah, it's true. Oh my god, my always go to with meat though, pork belly.
I am a big fan of glorified bacon. That is pork belly.
Pork belly.
I love
Dude,
that.
if I wasn't so big on my health, if you literally just gave me a platter of sliced up pork belly and just threw it on the grill, I would eat that non-stop for the entire night.
Of course.
Oh my god.
I think definitely if I come up there, we need to have like a nice Korean barbecue night, you know.
Dude, I will literally dedicate a time if we can schedule that with everyone. Like, I would not mind scheduling it to be like, Max, we're having Korean barbecue all together.
Having Korean barbecue, Nick's drinking, we're all hanging out.
Mm-hmm. I'll drink shoju just for celebration, dude. Brisket and pork belly for days, dude. And then like all the wrap and everything with all the rice. Oh my god, that is gonna be one expensive night, that's for sure. But hey, it will be worth it. Pork belly in my belly.
Yeah, the brisket and pork belly. Oh man. Okay, I don't know what it's. Maybe you guys know what it's called. Maybe it's just called the rice paper. Those like kind of like rice things that they usually have at Korean barbecue that are almost like they're not like noodles, but they have like almost like the wet consistency of one. I don't know what they're called, but I love that. I can't describe it. Like I don't know if you know what I'm talking. Maybe I can find it online. Maybe
Yeah.
we'll find it.
Maybe Skull might know too. I'm trying to think of what you're trying to talk about.
I mean, like I swear I'm not.
It's not the Dacon wraps, is it? It could be. That sounds.
Right?
It could be. Like a
Like,
paper
if I-
thin, like rice thing is what Max was saying. Like these are kind of like wraps.
Yeah, well, it's not necessarily paper thin, but it's like I think it's made of rice. Like, let me see.
I'm
Like,
trying to think of what is that.
okay. You know what? I think I may have found a photo of what I'm talking about. Okay, that's a shitty photo though. I need a better photo. That's not the one. That's not the one. Okay, this is better.
That's what Biz is saying, but I don't. He's saying possibly not. I'm not 100% certain.
I don't. Brother, I'm looking.
You're looking. Let's go find them, boys.
I'm looking. Like I know what it is, and like
I'm walking here.
Hey, yo, I'm walking. Okay, wait. Like, okay, like I'll send you this picture right now. Like,
All right.
like do you know what I'm talking about? Like this stuff, you know? Like they have a Korean barbecue, like a lot of places I go to. Like I don't know what it's called. It's like a rice kind of thing. I'm pretty sure it's made of rice. Do you know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I will show on stream. I actually do not know this one. I don't
know what it's called. And like I don't know, I love having this shit with like.
Hold on. I'll show it on stream. Give me a second, guys.
What's it called? Like sesame oil and like this, like some salt. And this is I love it. Even just the meat too.
I usually like having it with cabbage or lettuce. Like those are my go-tos.
I'm also a big fan of kimchi, but I don't need a picture of that. Kimchi is great.
Kimchi is good. This thing right here.
You just slapped me right there on the street.
It's on my face. Slap it. Max lives in a really amazing spot for barbecue, so maybe y'all are ahead of the times. Maybe.
Yeah, have you guys had this?
I don't think I've ever had this on Stack.
Have you never? Dude, almost everywhere. I think everywhere I've gone for Korean barbecue has this stuff, and I love it. I don't know what the fuck it's called though.
I don't know what it
is. I hate that I don't know what it's called. Like, I'm pretty sure I just looked up rice paper and I found that or something. Like, I don't know. Because clearly I searched it and that's not what I got this time. I got a whole ass different.
Bonmon? What the heck is Bonmon?
What is that? It Bonmon?
I think that's what Skull is saying. Yeah.
Oh shit! Do I know the name now? Oh no. Fresh rice. I can't wait.
It's more
Bonmon. Yeah, Bonmon rice paper. Is that what it is?
Yeah, I thought it was like a more Vietnamese. That sounds like more Vietnamese thing because I thought the Korean has that.
What the fuck? Then why does that appear in my Korean barbecue?
I think you went to a restaurant that's like Korean and Vietnamese. I mean, to be fair, man, a lot of Korean.
I also want to point out that I love that you put that over your face.
Hey, that's my new face. Don't judge. I mean, nowadays a lot of people are doing fusion. A lot of Koreans are actually doing a lot.
Is it more of like a Vietnamese thing? Oh, okay.
It should be because remember spring rolls.
I've had Vietnamese places too. I think.
I mean, it's the same thing like spring rolls and stuff like that. Like, I would assume so. Like something similar.
Well, I know spring rolls are like specific. I thought like that used with it or something. But yeah, I swear, all the places I've gone to, they have that along with really? It's not like the main thing, but it's like there is like a side thing that you can also
really.
Have.
I want to ask how many different Korean barbecue restaurants have you been to?
I mean, probably 4. That's not. I don't know if that's a lot, but I mean, that's like 4 different ones.
It's 4 different ones, so that's weird because I've never seen this in at least where I've been to Korea. I've been like I'm pretty sure I've been into Korea for a
I
couple
don't
Korean.
know. I'm just okay. I'm just saying, man. This is what I've had, and I was fucking digging it. That's all I'm saying,
Were you pogged up?
bro. You can words cannot explain how pogged up I was for that.
Well, I would say that you probably most likely will be disappointed in these if they're because I've never seen it in any Korean barbecue place up here. I'm just saying that right now.
Hey man, you know what? I'm not saying I need that. I'm just saying I like that. You know, if you okay, as long as whatever Korean barbecue place we're going to is like good about keeping the rice filled in my bowl, we're fine, bro.
Okay.
As long as I got my rice, I'm fine.
I mean, depends on if you want to pay extra for that.
Bro, I don't fucking care. I'll pay extra. Just dab me up with that rice. I'm good.
Jab me up. Like, no, don't give like the tiny small bowl. Give a literal
Yo,
jug.
just give me the serving bowl. I'll just take that. Like,
Dude, okay. That's legit a problem I have with barbecue restaurants like that. It's like, there's not enough rice. Like, give me twice or three times the rice you give me. Then I will
more
scarf
rice,
it.
please.
More rice. My rice needs to be in my blood veins at this point.
For real, man.
those
I don't know.
Oh, so they are for
love
spring rolls.
rice.
Yeah,
Rice is like shit. I love it.
it's funny how I thought like I would get sick of rice as a kid because I was just eating it every.
Nope, my
No. Like
Dude.
it's literally in my diet every single. Like if I don't have rice, I feel so weird. I'm weirded out right now.
I literally just went to to H Mart like yesterday,
Mm-hmm.
like because of that group event that we were talking about. Because like my
Yeah.
friends they want to do Korean barbecue. I didn't need it this time. I had like more like kimchi and stuff like that. But like I swear, like a 20-pound bag of just sticky rice, and that is gonna be all I eat for the rest of the year and probably about half of next year.
Dude, oh, don't remind me. I've been wanting to get a giant bag of sticky rice.
It's only like $15, and it's only 15 bucks.
Okay, wait. 20 pounds. What's 20 pounds again?
I don't know. I don't remember the. Hold on. Let me go look at the bag. Let me see exactly how heavy this bag is.
I want to know.
I'll be right back.
Oh, yeah. I just like how this is becoming like let's talk about food. Oh, Justin, I hope I'm not making you hungry. I hope I'm not making anybody else hungry for this one because freaking God, this is Halloween night. 20 bag is not that big. I think I can get like $50 or less. Probably like $40 actually for like twice, like 2.5 times size of that. Am I wrong about that? Oh man, I need the rice. I need my rice. I have not gotten good rice in a while. Oh, I want a good rice cooker. I mean, I don't need a rice cooker, but my God, I want a rice cooker. I guess I could just use a pot for a lot of my rice, but come on. I'm Asian. We use a freaking rice cooker. Okay. I don't know if Biz or Skull, do you guys use rice cookers as a regular thing when you're in like in a household that you guys been in? Cause when I was living as a kid.
Okay, I was wrong. It wasn't 20 pounds. It was 15, but like that's still a lot of weight. Still a lot of rice.
Dude, I feel like I can get like a $40 around there, 50 with tax of like 2.5 times size of that kind of bag of rice.
Probably. I don't know. Maybe it's because I got it like at a H Mart. Maybe it's something like that. I don't know.
Dude, okay.
Maybe there's better places to find it.
Yeah, no, I know you can cook rice in like pots. I've done that before for like actually a Hispanic dish, but I'm an Asian typical thing.
Some
like,
Hispanic thing he said. I was kidding.
Okay. That one was specifically because in high school I was told to do some kind of I was taking Spanish classes. My parents told me to do it, and we were told to do something for Hispanic Heritage.
make a dish or something like that, like make a
Yeah,
food.
yeah. I think we made some kind of rice dish, but we didn't have a rice cooker, so we cooked literally in the pot. And that was my first and only time I've ever cooked rice in a pot, because I cooked everything in a rice cooker. And like Skull and Biz are saying the same thing. Like, yeah, they cooked in a rice cooker. Like, I want to get a rice cooker so I can
We have a
actually make
rice
my.
cooker. It's I think I want a Zoji Rushi one, like the ones with the little elephant on it. Those ones I hear are really good.
Biz says he just has he has a Zoji Rushi.
Zoji, yeah, I hear those are supposed to be like the best ones around. Like I'm really interested in them.
I'm traditional in H Mart Korean one because that's what I'm so used to. What's a Soji Rushi rice cooker look like?
I believe it's a Japanese one. I think it
Oh,
looks like it's on the smaller side, but it does hold a decent amount of rice.
yeah, no, I
And
see
it
it. Yeah, I probably use something similar-ish, but not exactly. I need to just go to my H Mart and just grab a rice cooker because I'm used to those. Cook a long grain rice in pots, easier seasoning, fragrant rice dish. Dude, I've been starving to cook a lot of rice dishes. I want to cook like curry, I want to cook my fried rice. I want to have like soups with my rice. I just want to have rice with kimchi, hot cooked rice. There's nothing better than having like freshly cooked rice out of the pot that's piping hot and eating that with something like with kimchi. I like to do that a lot of the time. Or like having it with seaweed wraps. Or like in Skull and I, we call it Kim. God, now that's making me miss like my rice dishes.
I just want rice, man.
You have a rice bag, dude. Make it right now.
That's gonna say it's already 1:40 in the morning, man. I gotta.
Dude, cook it like, or you make the rice and you have it ready by the time you get up, and then you have it for breakfast.
But am I gonna want rice in the morning?
Yes. No questions. Yes. Don't question it, Max.
I'm kind of questioning it.
Okay, you may not be Asian, but you're part of the Asian culture now.
I've been given honorary status apparently.
I mean, to be fair, a lot of people are getting honorary statuses no matter what. Whether it be, I mean, like, it's a lot of people like saying like, oh, we love K-pop, or like we love K-dramas, or like other Asian cultures as well.
Okay, I see what you mean.
Yeah, or like they start eating. Like, I freaking have people who are like, I love like these dishes now you have, or like people actually, some of the widest, like one of my widest friends has learned at one point to use chopsticks in an Asian like setting. At least attempted to. It's like
Man,
that.
there are certain foods that I eat that I'm like I definitely prefer eating this with chopsticks, but not everything.
Which ones?
I mean, like I think it's definitely much more like things like sushi, stuff like that.
Sushi, yeah.
Sushi, Korean barbecue. If I have Korean barbecue, I'm not. You're usually in a place that already has like chopsticks anyway.
I mean, I have chopsticks for like everything. I used to not have chopsticks for rice, but with sticky rice, oh, that's so much easier. Obviously, I don't have it. I don't have chopsticks with soup. I can't eat soup with chopsticks.
Why not?
I mean, I usually don't like having chopsticks when something is like my rice is within a water or soup kind of thing.
Yeah, I get that. When it's within like a broth of some kind or something.
Yeah. What else? I mean, spaghetti. I don't like having chopsticks for that. That's weird.
Understandable. You're telling me you'll have ramen, but not, maybe ramen with some chopsticks, but you won't have spaghetti.
Okay, spaghetti.
have-
Can you just imagine just having spaghetti
my
with a
God.
chopstick and having like an Italian person look at you? They would look at so much disgust. Yeah, I eat chopsticks for literally almost anything as I can, because it's just like it's just how I'm raised at this point. Like when I'm having a time to use an actual fork to like pick up kimchi, now it hurts because I can't do it. I ate Montai Taiko Mentaiko spaghetti with chopsticks a few days ago. What's that? Is that like the tiny stuff? Oh yeah, it's tiny stuff. I mean,
Let me grab something.
I feel like that's it's definitely designed for more chopsticks though. Oh, flying fish roll, yes. It definitely feels like it's more I'm thinking more in terms of like actual like Italian spaghetti and stuff like that. I don't like using like that one looks like more Asian style though. Though again, I could be wrong. I just like it depends on if the restaurant also provides chopsticks, but usually most of the time I don't use chopsticks for like spaghettis and stuff. Question mark. It's a weird thing. I haven't had like a lot of good variety food lately. I've been just eating like I just had some good Vietnamese noodles for a little bit. Oh, I need to have some more Asian food. I need to have some Chinese food. I haven't had some good Chinese food in a little bit too. Why is my Twitter feed full of Genshin? It's probably because I have a couple people that I follow who are actually Genshin people. Oh, this is always fun chats. Chit chats and everything. I always have fun with like just regular chats. How long have I been chatting? I think I've been freaking chatting for like a good hour and a
You've been
half.
chatting for an hour. I feel like it's been 2 hours. I feel like I said I think I'm gonna head to bed about 2 hours ago, and
No, you never said you're gonna head to bed, dude.
I think I said I was gonna chill for the night, and then I mean that's usually what I say when I'm about to go to bed. But
Oh really?
here I mean I'm clearly still here.
I mean, I like chatting. I like chilling.
I mean,
It's chilling chatting.
it's definitely chilling chatting hours.
Chilling chatting. You ever heard of Netflix and chill? No, this is
This is
chatting.
post Dragon Ball Breakers and shit.
One day that Biz, you and I can actually play Breakers together is the day that I would be like, finally, it feels accomplished because it's been a goal that we set out for a long time.
That would be good, honestly. Maybe next time. Maybe next time.
Next time for sure. Next time. It's like it feels like every single time we try to schedule it, it's like, oh, we can't do it this time. We can't do it that time. It's just like One day though. One day. But yeah, there's that. Oh wait, Max. A quick random thought.
What's it?
You think you're gonna get the Pokemon games?
I mean, I think so. I'll probably get them. I feel like at this point I play Pokemon out of habit. Just like not to say Pokemon's bad, but I feel like I play it because I'm like, I like Pokemon. Like maybe I'll just play it. Like I'm not so into the game that I feel like every new generation messed something up.
Well, yeah.
Having said that, though, there are definitely generations that I enjoy much more than others. And to this day, nothing has truly hit me the same way as Gen 3. And I will, but that's just me. That's just me.
Blasphemy, blasphemy.
But that's also because I played Gen 1, didn't play Gen 2, played Gen 3, did not play Gen 4, did not play Gen 5. I think I came back with X and Y, and then I continued from there.
Oh, you hurt me. You hurt. You literally hurt my childhood.
I literally just killed this man.
Dude, okay, except Generation 1, I grew up with that one. But Generation 2, come on!
I never owned it. I never owned it.
Dude, you gotta play it, dude. You gotta play it. It's on, like...
Okay, real question. But, like, can I play Soul Silver instead?
Yes.
Okay,
I wholeheartedly am fine with that. It's definitely the
well,
better
here's
version.
the thing. I really wanted to play Soul Silver. So like a while back, when I wanted to play it, so I bought it. But my cartridge like stopped working after like the first gym, and I was like, well, I guess I'm not playing this game anymore.
I hope it's not a fake that you bought.
No, I got it. It was like it was like brand new in the wrapping from GameStop when I got it. It just like stopped working, and I was like, well,
GameStop is still iffy, but okay.
But it was in the wrapping. It was brand new.
Look at fake wrappings.
Yeah, but GameStop has a policy where you can't give them games that are still wrapped. Apparently.
Apparently.
I remember this because I got a game as a gift and I didn't open it. I didn't want it, so I tried to give it to them. I'm like, no, it's wrapped. We can't take it. So I had it in front of them, rip off the wrapping, and give it to them.
Yes, Soul Silver is technically Gen 4, but what I would say is the experiences of Gen 2
of the region and stuff like that.
Yeah, because like if you want to experience Gen 2 in its whole, like all the mechanics and stuff, obviously Gold and Silver. But the only thing that would change in Soul Silver is like obviously the mechanics and some Pokemon for sure. But I mean, outside of that, it's still a very faithful remake, and I say that at least experiencing the region. And it's also more balanced in terms of Pokemon, moves, and all that stuff. It's a lot harder. But it's a lot more balanced than what it was originally. So, honestly, I would say still, Soul Silver Heart Gold, for experiencing of Gen 2, there's that. If you want to go experience the 4th Gen, I mean, it's either or at this point. Brilliant Diamond or Shining Pearl or just original Diamond and Pearl. But Platinum is definitely the definitive edition for them all. I'm just so disappointed in Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl. But Gen 5 is in its own right is a interesting region, is what I would say. I enjoyed it. It definitely has definitely the harsher story than.
I played a little bit of Gen 5, but I didn't get that far.
I
got to like maybe like the second encounter with N, and I was like, why do I like this guy more than my character?
Yeah, no, there's a story. I mean, there's two versions of black and white. So there's like the original version, which is part 1, and then part 2, which is like 2 years later.
Dang.
Well, yeah, the story.
When are they gonna do that for another region?
When are they gonna do that for another region? Maybe Scarlet and Violet.
When there's a region that decides like that warrants a sequel like that.
Maybe, yeah. I feel like it is more enjoyable to play SS after playing the original. Maybe, but again, I'd say like it depends on people if you want to be like experiencing all of Gen 2, then or just want to experience the region and stuff like that. I still say Heart Gold Soul Silver is the better version, no matter what, in experiencing Gen 2. Gen 5 I consider the last great gen.
I still think my favorite experiences I've had with games were like Ruby, Sapphire, and like, cause I never owned Emerald, but like Ruby, Sapphire, and then like Fire Red was like, because I love Gen 1. Gen 1's like layout of the world wise, Gen 1 is my favorite gen. But I just am not a big fan of like Gen 1 jank mechanics.
Oh yeah, no, I agree with that.
So that's why I love Gen 3, but I love Fire Red because it's like Gen 3, Gen 1.
You know what's funny is that I skipped the entirety of Gen 3 I wish I grew up with Fire Red and Leaf Green because I would have loved that. I played a little bit, but then like I got a fake copy of Fire Red, so there's that. And then there is a what was it? I have Emerald, but I never grew up with with Ruby or Sapphire or Emerald, and I just watched a playthrough of them. I never grew up with it, so that it is one of those like it's interesting to say that I never grew up with Gen 3, but I would have loved it. Love Gen 1's jank. I mean, some people love it, some people hate it. I mean, Gen 1 is like jankiness. I am in definitely in the boat of like Gen 1 was released in a era of it was a good time it was released era because if it was released nowadays,
that game would be like absolutely like I think just panned now. But the thing is,
Yeah.
it came out at a time where like that stuff was still new, so like it's okay to make those mistakes. It's like the
Yeah.
balancing and everything.
It also got lucky. Like it's like literally Halo, how like Halo I think 1 and 2, yeah, mainly. How they're literally stuck together by duct tape and glue kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like if you make one wrong move, you can break the game. Good or bad
And
kind of
soft
thing.
lock.
Yeah. Like again, it's like
Like
it's
the I hear there's like the whole like Poke Doll thing you could do in Lavender Town where you don't even need the Poke Flute. You can just Poke Doll it and then just like run through.
yeah, that too. And it's like also you can lock yourself in Lorelei's battle forever. So yeah, it's definitely one of those like it got lucky. It definitely got lucky. And I don't I still I like it. It's jankiness, it's weird, but I like it. I don't know if I would feel the same if I did not grow up on it, but I will say it's like it was definitely a game I appreciated for sure. You better appreciate all the Pokemon, Max.
Hey man, we're talking about I love Gen 3.
I just do hope that this new generation actually does. I mean, I heard that it uses Arceus's style and is a lot better, but I don't know. I don't know how I feel about the new generation.
Did you ever play like Legends Arceus or whatever?
Yeah, I have played it a little bit and enjoyed it a bit, but still behind.
Yeah, I like played it. I played it probably for like a few hours and I was like, this is pretty fun. I'll play it again later. And then never played it.
I mean, to be fair, that's most of
I
us.
was, I was about to say, but that's also like me with 98% of my games.
This is why I like streaming them because it makes it an easier time to actually like.
See, now you say that, but I played Kingdom Hearts 2 from beginning to the actual end of the game. I am literally at the boss, and then I said, you know what? It turns out towards the end that I did some things that I apparently are frowned upon because apparently using HP ups, not HP ups, sorry, attack ups, defense ups, magic ups is like not in the spirit of level 1, which I didn't realize when I got every single one of them and proceeded to immediately use them. So that's why I restarted the game on PC this time. And I still need to finish the game, and I've had just about the same progress that I had before.
That's funny. I mean, also hi George, how you been doing? Good morning. I mean, you've made progress and you realized your mistake.
I need to finish the game because I'm literally at the boss, like the last boss. I just need to do it, and then once I do that, I'm done, and done with an asterisk at the end.
I mean, yeah. I mean, you also could just play games with like buddies when if they have cooperated them in a co-op with them.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like I'm looking for like games that have like a more co-op stuff like that.
That's
Seems like
true.
it'd be more fun to play and try out.
I mean, there's also the games you can do with like Pokemon where they have like soul links and stuff like that, or like Nuzlocke and stuff like, or do a challenge run with just like going through a game with a friend, but your own version kind of thing. You know about soul links, right?
Yeah, that was like if one person loses someone in like a specific Pokemon slot, like everybody loses that Pokemon or something. You
Or
tell
some
me about that.
yeah, something like it's either like in the slot or like the Pokemon you caught on the route kind of thing, whether it being a
Hmm.
PC or whatnot kind of thing. It's devastating, but I find it funny. I definitely want to try it at some point, but I don't know who I want to drag in to that kind of torture personally. But at the very least, and the only problem is like I'm only thinking of you, Max.
He said, I want to drag people, but only your name comes to mind. So, I mean, I guess you're just going to have to play.
You're the only one who it would be. I don't want to say stupid enough.
He said, I don't want to say stupid enough. I need to find a synonym for that word before, something else that's, I don't know,
I mean, to be
naive enough.
Hey, I'm naive enough to try it, okay? Torture myself with you. Just imagine just getting a soul link and then it was a shiny and it dies.
Well, then, I'm not playing that game anymore. I didn't know what a shiny was for the longest time because I had never seen one until like the year 2013 or something.
Really? That long?
Well, I mean, because the thing is, I didn't keep up with Pokemon. I only ever had Fire Red, and then I didn't get any Pokemon beyond that. And then if I did, I told you I only played for a little bit and get that far.
It's
And I
funny.
remember I was doing like the post game of like Fire Red where you can go to those like islands, and I found like a Ponyta, and I was like, huh, why is it blue?
I legit miss those days when people did not know what a shiny was. I like here's my first shiny. Okay, like my funny thing about Gen 2 is that I never owned official cartridges at the time. I never knew there was like fake cartridges at the time. I always played this weird.
There were like reproduction ones that people made, sort of thing.
Yeah. I still have one of them. I'm trying to find a way to ROM dump it so that I can give it to people because it's actually a weird translation. It's not Vietnamese crystal, but it's like Vietnamese crystal.
Vietnamese crystal.
Yeah, no, it's like that. It actually legit is like that, but it's a more stable version. But I remember playing that a lot with my brother, and of course there's a shiny red Gyarados, right? But I never took it to granted of like it's this unique thing. I always caught it because I always thought like it was some kind of legendary or something like that, one of a kind.
Some kind of pseudo legendary kind of thing.
Yeah. And we tried using it, but then we were going to the forest, and I randomly found an Oddish that was shiny. It was golden and it sparkled. But my brother and I were so confused. Like, why is this sparkling just like the red Gyarados? This doesn't make any sense. It's like, is it special? It's like, maybe. And so we caught
it.
You
said it's legendary.
kind of thing. Yeah, it was like, we never knew until we started looking them up. I was like, oh my god, there's actually maybe more. I remember my brother looking up. It's like, maybe there's probably apparently 16 only of these types of Pokemon in existence. And it's like, nowadays it's just like, man, old Pokemon, like old video game rumors, you know, those days where it's like if you do something, all that stuff, or like the legendary war.
Yeah, dude, if you defeat what was it, 99 holograms on Cruel Melee, you get Sonic, you know.
Back in the day,
the schoolyard things people would say.
Dude, the one that I remember believing for the longest time was Diamond and Pearl. Was like, oh, if you press the button right at the moment or says gotcha or spin it, you will have a higher chance of catching the Pokemon. My brother and I did that for so long until we finally.
I would always just tap A. That was my thing. I'm just gonna keep tapping A. It's gotta work. It's got
I mean, that's like Gen 3, yeah. This was like the touchscreen era. Mine was touchscreen era. Okay, honestly, I kind of miss those playground rumors, honestly. With the internet now, it kind of ruins it. I kind of miss those playground rumors, though, where people would actually say somewhat believable things and people would believe it. Or be like, my uncle works at Nintendo, I know what I'm talking about.
yeah, the schoolyard things.
I miss those days.
My dad is Mr. Nintendo. He already knows all the secrets.
Yeah, he gave me a free Pokemon, like, I got the game early, like, you know,
Yeah, I got the game early. I'm not allowed to show anyone though. Like, I got the game early, but like you're not allowed to see it. Like it breaches NDA. Sorry, I can't show it to you, but I swear I've played it.
I swear, I know the game, like, I know this Pokemon's coming out, like, it's not like strictly breaking NDA, you know, it's just like, you know, this Pokemon's coming out, it's pretty cool, it's like unique, I have the special edition, you know, and I didn't hear that many playground rumors, but it was one of those times. I miss those times, honestly, I really do. It makes me feel young again. I'm sorry. Ugh. Freaking going down memory lane just goes. When you go down memory lane, you go down a long.
Yeah. No, really. It's almost like if you went down memory lane for too long, that you'd be, you know, streaming for 2.5 hours past, and then you're like, oh, I'm just gonna chill, and then for the night, and here we are still going. My energy waning.
No worries, I'm getting that.
Going. Somehow I keep going.
All night, brother.
Oh, I can't do all night.
Not anymore.
Dude, there was a time that like my friend, like, he spent the night, I remember we were playing like Gears of War 3. And this is something that like I think is hilarious. We were playing Gears of War 3 and like we just were not tired. Like we felt awake and like we didn't know why. We just both were like, dang, like we're really awake. So we'd keep playing. And at my house, like we didn't really have like sugary drinks, but we had like green tea. And we did not realize, at least the green tea that we were drinking had like caffeine in it.
Oh no! Yeah, usually
So,
green
like,
tea does that.
Yeah. So like green tea, like I think black tea also has like a little bit of caffeine. But like green tea is what we were drinking. I think it was like the Lipton green tea, and it had caffeine. And so like we're like, and then it's not until it like hits like 6 a.m. Like it's getting bright again outside, and like we can like kind of see the sun start to rise, and then we're like, he looks at the bottle, is like, oh, this has caffeine in it, and we're like, oh shit, like we just have this like realization moment, like, oh no, this is not good.
That's funny.
And so like we accidentally pull an all-nighter, and then I'm like, all right, I gotta stay awake until like just tonight, like 8 o'clock. I can go to bed. It'll be perfect. I'll be ready. Like it'll be like on a perfect schedule for school. Of course, I don't make it to 8 o'clock. It hits like 3 p.m. and I go down. I'm like fucking down, and then I wake up, and it's like 3 a.m. after that, and I'm like, oh no. I'm like, I can't be waking up at 3 a.m.
Dude, I've had times where I've slept for only literally 2 hours. I forgot to give the hydrated biz, yeah. But I've literally slept for 2 hours, and I sometimes feel like wide awake. I would be like, it's like 5 a.m. in the morning. I have to get up by 7 in order to get to my 8 a.m. class. Sleep 2 hours. Bang! I'm at my 8 a.m. class. Like, dude, I am wide awake. I felt like I drank a gallon of caffeine. Let's do this. I don't know. If you had a chance to do it again, Max, would you actually do a 24-hour gameplay of like whatever games you want to play?
Well, here's the thing. If I knew that like by the end of it I'd be like sleeping at like a decent time,
Mm-hmm.
I'm fine with it. Like I will go and be dead tired by the end, and then just go to bed by a
So,
certain time.
so what you're
Like
saying?
if I had like if something happened
Mhm.
and I woke up at like 9 p.m. and I said, you know what? If my sleep schedule was already so fucked that I woke up at like 8 or 9 p.m. and I said, you know what? I'm gonna stream, and I started playing games. At that point, if my schedule was that fucked, I am gonna keep going until the next until the next day at that time, and I'm gonna say, you know what? That's it. I'm fucking going to bed. It's been too long.
Dude, I would for sure if it was on the day that I didn't have to work, or like holiday. I mean, there's a few holidays I'm actually coming up that I could actually legit do that with you if you were down for it.
Oh my god, dude! It would have to be like the thing that sucks too is like, I'd have to basically have almost I would say 2 days to
Mm-hmm.
like recover afterwards because I need to have like the first day where I sleep,
Mm-hmm.
and then the next day of like making sure I sleep at the right time because like the next like after that I'm gonna sleep and it's gonna be like fucked up. I just know my sleep schedule will be fucked up after that.
Oh, I
But
have.
then I have like the next day would be like me like conditioning myself to sleep at a time, and then it would be better.
I wish
Like
you,
2 days dedicated to making sleep work.
dude. I wish you were able to do that. That way, I would be like, oh man, we could do this on one specific day, and then be like, let's Halo it up, old school style.
Dude, I feel like I would totally be down to do that for like certain things. It would I think it would have to be something that like I already know what it is that I want to do and I know that I want to spend that much time doing it. Because
Mm,
like the thing too for me is I don't feel tired until it's funny is I could like play a game all day and I won't feel tired until I stop. So
oh
like
yeah.
like certain games like I just get energy from. So like if I play Dragon Ball, I feel pretty energized. If I play Melee, I feel it. If I play PM, like it's there. Um, but like certain other games, like I start to kind of feel like okay, I'm getting tired.
Dude,
Like
that
while I do like Halo, I know Halo would eventually do it because I'd start to feel like the lulls between fighting and be like, oh,
oh
okay,
dude
like
that one session when we had with Andre in space, like I think it was like ODST or like Halo 3 or something like that. We played like from like
Mhm.
morning to like evening straight up. I legit I'll say this, I legit did not eat a single meal that entire day. Like until after we
That's another thing. I don't feel hungry if I'm like occupied with something. Like I won't like I just won't eat, and then I'll be like hours later.
dude, I did not eat a single meal that entire session. I woke up and you were like, let's play some Halo games. Like, dude, I'm down for it. And go for 5-6 hours, and I'd be like, dude, I haven't eaten anything at all. I'm
I
sick of your
think
ending.
I think we need to bring back Halo because
I want,
we still have Halo Reach to play.
dude. Yeah, I mean,
We still got Reach.
yeah, I mean, I want to do like that lone wolf mission where literally us four see who survives the longest.
Oh, I mean, don't worry. That's at the end of the game. We're gonna find out who survives longer.
Yeah, I'm not gonna survive the longest. I'm gonna die first.
And every time you take a certain amount of damage, you lose a random HUD element. Oh my god.
Yeah, I know that Carl really wants to play Halo Reach. I've been like telling him like, dude, that I can bring literally Max into this, and we will play Halo Reach together.
If you guys need the carry, I will be there.
Hey, I don't need the carry. Well, except for the space mission, that one I need. That spaceship mission I had difficulty on actually. Me and another friend just could not get that on legendary well. Do you by chance know all the skulls in like Halo Reach, by the way?
Oh, one second.
I'm holding.
So my mic definitely died.
I was like wondering what happened to
My not my mic, but my headset died because I didn't realize that even though I have it plugged in, the USB wasn't like 100% in. So it was like it was in, but it wasn't all the way.
Talk about, uh, talk about like unprepared.
So I was just like, you were talking, and all of a sudden I just heard nothing, and I was like, man, Nick's been going for a while and hasn't said anything. But like, but I was like, this feels weird. I feel like he was trying to say something. So I had to I was like, oh shit, wait, let me check Discord. I'm like, oh, yep, the green light's on. I don't hear anything.
I was wondering why you were so silent for a while. Because like this is not like I was like wondering at that one of those moments like did Max just crash so hard that he just interrupt like mid sentence?
I insta just fall asleep just right here in the Discord on stream. That's it. I'm gone. I just immediately cue one of those like comical like kind of noise. Like that's it. That's all you hear from me.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, I was just asking really quickly if you knew all the skulls for Halo Reach.
I mean, I know all the skulls. In fact, my friends and I used to run lasso runs on that game. So like that's like the one Halo. Like, what's funny is even though I'm like absolutely insane at Halo 3, and I there are some things I don't like about Halo Reach. I do have strategies for Halo Reach, and I don't know if you and I played Reach together, but I think if we did, I may have showed you something. That you're able to skip like an entire wall in a level in Halo Reach by like
I don't think
so like yeah, so like that's like something that's kind of funny. You literally just like jump because it's like you line something up and then you can just skip an entire area in Halo Reach.
I think you showed me because when I was watching your streams of Halo, I think
No, you know what? I did it on my stream. That's what it was. We didn't play together, but when I was doing my like legendary runs, I did it on my own.
Yeah, I think that's what I remember.
And then if you do it like no enemies, if you do it like at the right time, no enemies spawn, so that way there's like no danger. So like you can just skip an entire section of like the level.
Yeah, that's really Again, it's one of those like I would love to play Halo Reach with you, whether it be through whether it be through specifically freaking my words, it's late, with Carl or with Andre or Ed Space. Like I would want to play that. I've been wanting to play Reach with you guys for a while.
Reach is really good. I mean, I'm a big fan of it.
I'm fine with it. I know that I think Andre said he doesn't like the armor locks.
Armor locks?
Or
I have a hot take. I do have a hot take about armor lock.
Yeah.
So people really think armor lock is just like the most OP thing ever. And my words to that is get good, because armor lock is actually the most exploitable thing in the game. The only time where armor lock is truly feels OP is if you're in a vehicle and you try and ram them and they just hit you with the armor lock because you're just not expecting it. But that's also just a thing about Halo Reach in general. They have that back pocket advantage that comes with games like this. You have like this whole back pocket thing. You know, you could have that. You could have a jetpack. You could have armor lock. It could be evade. You don't know. It's just that armor lock is the only one in that specific situation that puts you on the offensive, which makes people mad.
Yeah, no, that's true.
So like people, they think they have a like a true opening, and then they don't, and then they're like, "Well, I hate this now."
Yeah, I'm not good with armor locking. I usually just die after I unlock, but armor was fun because I got the jetpack and I could run, and yeah, it was one of my favorite things about Reach, honestly. Reach has a like I never grew up with I never owned Halo, I never played it a lot, but Halo 3 would always be a special place in my heart because that's the most I've really played. 1 and 2 are still good. Reach has another special place in my heart though. After finally experiencing the story and playing it.
I like Reach a lot. I think Reach is good. I do think that Reach, for me personally, was not like the end all be all. There are things I'm not a fan of, but I do appreciate the game.
I think the story is the best in Halo Reach. Gameplay, Halo 3 is definitely like it.
I think Halo 3 is like the peak in my opinion.
Yeah,
but like I even though I know Infinite has some good stuff going for it, I don't know.
I'm honestly I say 3 is in that weird spot where it's like it's when you look at it objectively compared to Halo 2 and like other Halo games, it doesn't add too much into like new gameplay stuff or all that. It just ends the trilogy. And that's what it does. And it's like, honestly, that's fine. It ends well. It does it well, and it doesn't do anything too grandiose kind of thing. I think it's just like a nice ribbon on top. Like that's the end, and that's what everyone wanted. And then Halo Reach adds more interesting stuff. AODST was its own little thing. I mean, I know Andre didn't like it, but I liked it in its own right.
I think ODST is a lot of fun if you play it like alone, because I feel like it was definitely meant to be played alone in comparison to like other games.
Probably,
like story wise.
Yeah. Halo 2 just adds too much in my opinion. It's also very difficult.
Yeah.
And Halo 1 is just its own like its levels have not aged well is what I would say. Same looking corridors 10 times in a row.
Yeah.
That's one thing why I wish the anniversary for Halo 1 wasn't just a I do like anniversaries for Halo 1 and 2 where you can swap between the two, but I wish Halo 1 got the actual remake remake thing on it, like what Final Fantasy 7 is getting kind of thing.
Yeah.
Or like I guess like that's like it's remake where it still has the same essence, maybe different cutscenes, new lines kind of thing, but its corridors and stuff like that are way better. Halo 3 style at least.
Yeah, I think there'd definitely be some good stuff for that.
Yeah, but that's not until like what, the 50th anniversary? Haha.
Maybe one day.
Maybe one day. One day. I hope that's on Microsoft's radar. I don't know. Does your uncle work for Microsoft?
Yeah, my uncle works at Microsoft.
Tell me all the deets, dude.
It's coming soon. He told me.
Are you getting exclusive skin from Master Chief?
Yeah, I'm gonna get all the crazy stuff. I'm gonna have there's a new recon, but only I'm gonna have it. So like, I'm sorry.
Oh, that's gonna be so interesting. I was honestly wondering if they're gonna bring back the Flood because technically they came back in Halo Wars too. It was interesting to see them back.
Yeah, I mean, I think it could be interesting. I don't know how they're gonna fully go about it, but
well, they're
like if they do anything like that in the future, because I think they had said that they weren't gonna do something like that.
Well, Halo Infinite is catered to more like the originals, even though it doesn't feel as grandiose. But I do know Halo Wars, which is canon because the big baddie is from Halo Wars 2. One of the DLCs have the Flood come back because High Charity was locked and it's on the Ark and it was unlocked and now the Flood's all over the place. So yeah, Flood is technically back in some degree. They have left so many um open holes with Halo Infinite story. Like they need to have a DLC or something to close a lot of its holes because it is there are too many plot holes at the moment.
Yeah, I can see that.
Oh, but this month since it's coming in November, we can play Halo Infinite cooperatively.
That I think that would be a really cool one to have like Andre in space play again. You know,
Yeah,
the fucking
the
the
only
co-op experience.
the only issue is that they have to get the game, whether it be like purchase the game or get it on the Game Pass.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure Andre would be fine getting the Game Pass if he doesn't already have it.
Mm-hmm. I'll be down to play it. I want to play Halo again with them. It's
I
been
mean,
too long.
if not, I think I might have like a gift inventory for 1 month of PC Game Pass I could gift to a friend.
Yeah, true. I think I might have that too, but I'm not 100% certain. Well, either way, we can do something like that. We can probably figure that out later.
Yeah, I mean, like I'm sure that'd be a cool thing to do.
For sure. All right. Well, as much as I love actually chit-chatting with you, Max, I think it actually is time for us both to go.
Yeah, I think so.
I always love the chit-chats with you, dude.
Oh, I mean, I love it too. I mean, it's just we're just hanging out. That's at the end of the day. That's all it is.
End of the day, having fun and all that stuff. It just sucks that we don't have a lot of time.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's because when we get to the chit chatting, it's already like 1 a.m. Usually, at least when it happens, we get like to the chit chatting. It's already pretty late.
Why do we have to be so nocturnal? Why can't it be like 2 p.m. right now?
I'm definitely a nocturnal person. You will not catch me awake before at least 10 a.m.
Dude, I have to get up at like 4 a.m. now on certain weekdays just to get through office.
Yeah, couldn't be me. That will never be me.
I'll be like calling you on Discord, be like, "Yo, Max, get up! It's time to get to work." It's be like 5
Yeah,
a.m.
you're gonna be my alarm, and I'm like, no, go away. I'm sleeping.
I'll keep calling you every minute. Be like that annoying alarm clock you can't turn off. Oh, that'll be hilarious. But nah. Well, I'll let you get some sleep, Max. You don't work tomorrow, do you?
Tomorrow I do not. I do not work.
Yeah, I do work, but luckily it's remote work, so I get up. I don't need to get up super early, luckily enough.
For sure.
Yep. Remote work, always a fun thing. Without the pandemic, remote work would have never been a thing. I will just say that. Yeah, Biz, I hope you have a good night. Dude, feel better soon, dude. And of course, let me know. Like, legit, let me know when you are... Yeah, we're gonna raid Mdun 11. He's playing... I think he's speedrunning Pokemon. Actually, he's speedrunning... Yeah, he's speedrunning, I think, the original Pokemon. That's interesting.
Say it.
I got struck by life, yeah. No, but yeah, Biz, let me know when you are free, and if you want Max to come along, dude, you gotta schedule it on the good weekend or something like that.
Yeah, if we can plan it far ahead, I can definitely get the time off. I just need to know ahead.
Maybe it might sound like maybe next year though, because I think Biz is probably planning some things in December.
For sure.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
That's fine. I'll just go to Hawaii then.
No. Biz will still be in Washington, dude. But yeah, I hope to catch you guys next time. I hope everyone stays safe, everyone sleep well, and of course, I'll catch you guys in another stream, but reminder someone else is. Follow Max. He streams random stuff, I think.
It's been like Overwatch mainly, and sometimes Valorant. I'm not gonna be playing Valorant for a bit.
Why have you been on a dry streak?
I'm tilted. I play, I lose, I cry, I play again, I lose, I keep crying.
There, dude. There.
I D rank.
Don't worry, you'll get there soon.
One
All right,
day.
one day. Well, but hopefully everyone has a good rest of their night, and of course, have a good rest of your day. Happy Halloween, everybody! Enjoy the whole festivities, and we're going to November, where, oh my God, Christmas jingles is gonna be up the wazoo.
Who says it isn't already?
Oh no, please.
It's Santa's day. Santa's already here.
Oh no, Santa's already behind you. Ho ho
Mariah
ho.
Carey is thawing out. You know what you're going to be hearing on the 1st.
Oh, well, we'll see how it goes. Have everyone have a good night. Feel better, Biz. And I'll catch you guys later. Bye.